Yep.
Professional?
Professional. What's up, everybody? It's Matchstick from Matchstick Melee. It's Thursday night. We're about to play some good old-fashioned Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Up first, we've got MFahim and Callisto. That Callisto. That's right. And I guess Cryptic and Prada are here in the
and the man who needs no introduction.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
That's my baby.
Prada man, yeah, that's me.
Prada man.
Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
Maybe once we hit top 8, I'll give you guys story time part 3.
Oh, part 3.
For the people who missed it. So for the people who missed it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
Iteration 3.
Okay.
Iteration 3. Iteration 3.
Really quick, product. Check out the Grand Blue chat.
Oh no.
I don't even want to know.
Alderon, you're a funny guy.
Shoot. Hi, scoreboard.
What do you know?
Where are you? Scoreboard Doko.
Vira.
There you go.
And got the shrimp out and everything. Okay, real talk. That shrimp looks kind of good.
Oh my god, it's Emmy Fry! I'm so hyped right now for the giant fried shrimp!
Oh my god.
It actually looks really good though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, no cap?
Oh, no cap, no kissing.
I'm gonna eat that in one sitting! I'll eat the fuck out of all of them!
Oh, full confirmed?
Good confirm.
Oh,
DP
good damage.
Goes for grab, but DP's out.
I may be new, but I can hit you. I know how to DP.
Getting that smart though. Getting poked up out.
Ooh, good roll.
Getting called out on that overhead.
You know, this is something that I've talked about a lot with a lot of the newer players. And that is, Grand Blue has a certain set of rules that the more you play, the more you just inherently understand. And if you're new to the game, you don't know those rules, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to have a hard time.
Oh yeah.
And Callisto is showing that he knows the rules.
Yep.
He did 2M on this man's wake up. Like, he knew.
Yeah. He just get into the gist of Grand Blue.
But we've learned a ton about Fahim by the character that he has chosen out of.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was a good block by Callisto. If you wanted to see if Fahim was going to DP on this.
Cool.
Oh, try to go for the
Calls out his man
The
grab.
double dodge.
Goes for the plus frame.
So is it just me, or does Vira seem extra happy right now?
It's probably the shrimp.
Probably the shrimp. It's nothing but the shrimp.
I mean, how would you feel holding that kind of a shrimp that big?
Shrimps and scrimps, baby.
I mean,
well played, Callisto.
Yep.
Well played.
That's gonna be 2 for Callisto.
and right as that match ends, my match gets here, so I'll be back.
All right, have fun, bud.
Wait, before you go, Sigway said he's not going to say it today, guys. So that means that we can pour all the propaganda we needed. Honestly, Narmaya is a really strong character. I think she's high A tier.
Jesus Christ.
Probably low S tier more realistically. And I think she's a very, very, very strong character.
Oh my god.
I really don't see any weaknesses in the character. She has a really good fireball that can control a lot of the screen. She has one of the better DPs in the game. And when she wants to, she can have a parry DP. She has so many options. And then she has some of the highest damage in the corner. Oh, Sig, what are you trying to say? Are you saying that Narmaya is not as strong as I am saying? Is that what you're trying to imply via your statement?
Oh, I think somebody put in the info and didn't hit submit scores.
Oh no.
Or Chalan just being a bitch. Either way.
Also likely.
It's nights like there it goes. Okay. All right, cool. Well, on to the next one. MasterChipMonk versus Coudro. This is the one hand-picked by our commentator audience.
Mm-hmm.
Or crew, whatever you are. I don't know.
The peanut gallery.
Yeah. MasterChipMonk is also now SO branded.
Yes, he is.
Boy, you just slap your logo on anyone's ass, won't you?
Hey, they said that when they won, Chipmunk won Shining Onslaught, and that's why he has it.
I thought
Prada
I was
said
special.
when he won, and hey, you don't want to put SO. If you put SO Matchstick, I will make everyone else take it off.
Hang on.
You're on the wrong one.
Well, yeah, now because Fahim.
Oh,
No. Let me.
you're still spectating.
What? Oh, that's right. It's not. It's not Guilty Gear. I'm free to wander around. I wish they would settle on a system. Damn it. Damn it, Arxis. Oh, yeah, now you know. Now it all makes sense. Now all the pieces are falling into place.
I didn't mean it. I was just really salty and I just wanted to run back, man.
It's another Vira.
It's another Vira, but sadly this Vira is not as good as the previous one because they do not have the shrimp.
It's true. Expect us to believe that you're some sort of expert Vira player with no shrimp in hand? How dare you?
No shrimp? Excuse me? Oh, the Abare was strong.
Gonna talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
That did a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, that's a lot of oh, that's a cross-up. Not in the corner all the way. Top up. Oh. Raw to ace. Straight to the dome.
Straight to the dome piece.
That was not even a combo. Ooh, JU to the way. Looking at Anre a little bit difficult. 5H. Into that fireball. Ooh. 5U into throw. Oh, good Abare from Coudro. Oh, the fairy catching him on the way down. But Coudro getting hit by the fireball. Chipmunk Abareing out.
Nice.
Wait, sweep by
Yeah,
Coudro.
there goes the install. All right. Level 2 Vira.
The evolved form of Vira.
Yep. Vira evolved into viral.
And just like the third, the Pikachu wins without his evolution. I don't even know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what that analogy even means. Lost one game, already back to the room.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are we gonna see a character swap?
Chipmunk.
Wait. Oh, okay. That's his SO.
Versus Gita.
Oh, switching up to Gita. Interesting. I have not seen Coudro play this character anytime recently. Maybe he wants to pick this as a way to kind of mix things up. Also, I want to say he picked another character that has a fish as a weapon and chooses to not play it.
Did I miss anything?
Yeah,
Oh,
Coudro chose not to play the
Yeah,
shrimp.
Coudro's not
He
playing
chose
any of the
not to play
joke
fish.
weapons.
Oh, man.
It's almost as
got the
bad as
fish.
kind of ducking
Coulda
the
got the-
bracket.
Oh!
Ooh.
Coudro, wait, get
Wall
the last
bounce?
hit, wall bounce? Can he do 10-hit combos? Can he do 10-hit combos?
Does he play Tekken? Does he play Tekken? He plays Tekken.
Ooh. Damn.
Now,
that was a
that-
mosh.
That was a convincing round.
Battle 2.
Oh, yeah.
See if Coudro can maintain this kind of momentum. He's running straight to the fireball.
All caught up.
Just hit by the overhead. Just throw.
Not let me submit.
Ooh, good Abare from Chip. Chip has been having very strong Abare.
Oh,
Coudro
yeah.
has not been able to deal with it very well.
Ooh, whiff punish. Not close enough for the wall bounce.
The thing about Abare in 6 is that people are scared to kind of meet this. Oh, that's gonna recover. Oh wait, I want to see this damage. Never mind. I'm upset. I'm still upset. He could have done SSB. Anyway, the thing about Abare and 6 is that people are scared to meet him because of that counter. That counter makes people really afraid to meet him, and they want to kind of throw him on wake up.
All right, Coudro.
In doing that, they make themselves open for, you know, the Abare attempts from, you know, the 6th player.
Oh yeah, and that's just part of the mind game of playing 6.
Part of
You
the
kind of gotta
mind
find
game.
a way to work around it. You can't be scared of the parry, but at the same time, you have to be aware that it is an option.
You must be wary of the parry, as they say.
Exactly. Exemplary.
Exemplary.
Good tech on the throw.
Oh
Good
no,
throw.
stop that. Stop that.
Oh,
Right,
yo!
parry is down.
Okay, you know that long, like, underhanded claw that 6 just did back there? Like the single button?
Ooh, the neutral jump.
That looks exactly like what the character War used to do in TMNT Tournament Fighters.
Why do I know what you're talking about?
Yep.
Plus frame.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there.
Good DP coming out from Coudro. And to grab the end of the round. Jeez.
Yo, girl, what that flash kick do?
First off, what's that skirt made out of? I really don't like looking at it. I don't like how it flutters.
It's the same thing Tags is made out of.
If he would tag,
Maybe
it's
your dad
different.
should worry about it.
I don't like
Ooh,
the way
grab
it
on the
flutters. It flutters too much for like what an actual skirt would do.
It's already magic
Oh,
powers!
anti-air coming from Coudro. And Chip's gonna get this corner combo.
Good
For the
throw.
throw. And
Uh-oh.
Abare coming
Uh-oh.
from Coudro.
Uh-oh.
Baits out the parry with the
Face
shimmy.
out, wasn't it?
Not quick enough to punish.
Good whiff punish, but nothing confirmed off of it.
And like a Coudro playing really slow, they want to overextend, knows he has the life lead.
Uh-oh.
Calls him out with SBA, and that's gonna do it. Bake it, baby. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
tribe will never forgive!
And Coudro taking it 2-1 over Chip.
Nice, 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 nice. Oh, looks like everybody else wrapped up too. Excellent. The flow is maintained.
Alright, now we got...
All right,
round
2-1
two.
for Coudro over Chipmunk. Excellent, excellent. And that's filled out our losers
man.
side bracket very
There
well.
are so many good matches here.
Oh yeah, remember folks, if you're in the loser side bracket watching this at home, you can go ahead and play everything up until losers round 3. That's when we start top 8, and we'll try to get that on stream tonight.
So the question is, do we want to watch Prada lose?
Fuck you.
Of course. In fact, I think we have to, because it's one of the 2 matches where it contains someone we have not seen fight yet. The other one will be Fuselit and
Fuselit
Alderon,
versus
and that's
Alderon,
going to be really good.
I could not agree any more with that. Fuselit, Alderon, and then MBK and Prada. I like those matches.
Yep.
Those matches that I were looking at.
All right, we're going to
Coudro,
warm up
I'm
with
sorry,
MBK
we're
and
gonna have to
Prada.
lose the kilo off stream.
My
Nothing against
God, you
you.
just
It's
throwing
not-
shots
it's
left and right.
Kilo! It's Kilo! Come on!
I know it's Kilo, but why you gotta say it like that?
I don't want to lie. Look, here's the thing.
You just
Here's the
gotta
thing. I'll say right now.
blatantly say it. You can go ahead and lose all stream.
Listen,
We
I'll
don't.
say this right now. Coudro, if you beat Kilo, I don't care if it's 2-0 or 2-1. If you beat Kilo, on my next stream, I will say Coudro is the greatest Grand Blue player I have ever seen in my entire life.
Dang, you just
I
gotta
don't
straight
care.
up go for the deep throw.
I don't even care if y'all collude together.
Wait,
I will say
first-
that on stream. If the end result is you winning, I will say on stream, Coudro is the greatest Grand Blue player I have ever seen in my life.
Back to the green superior station.
The return of Kilo. Now, do you mean Kilo, Kalo, or Kuro? I can't wait for Japan to get a hold of this one. So wait,
All
you're
right.
telling me there's a person named Kilo,
I shall return.
Klo, and Kuro.
Yep. And those are all different sounds.
Not
Write it out for you in
'cause here's the
katakana
thing.
if you want.
No, because here's the thing.
Because I'm
There's
a filthy
player called
gaijin.
Kuro. There's a player called Kuro, right?
Right.
There's also a player called Klo.
Sure.
In Japan, they're both called the same thing, Kuro.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Because you also talked about Klo getting mistaken for Kilo.
Kilo. So now we have 3 people for them to make mistakes with. That's gonna be fun.
Why not? All right. So, Prada with Cagliostro.
It be what it be, you know what? Respectable.
MBK on Belial.
Alright, now Prada, is he going to prove me wrong? And slay?
Prada's going to want to play careful.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because as you saw, he teleported one time and was immediately called out for it almost. Oh, 5H. Punish that with jump.
MBK has to put these kids on notice.
Oh yeah. No hula hoop from Prada. That could have been death right there. Oh, get back here and do a throw. Oh, gets out of the corner. Oh!
Nice.
Goes into SBA. That is enough to kill it.
Well.
Can I tell you the one thing I hate the most about Cagliostro? Her idle stance looks like her knees are breaking.
No, you know what it looks like? It looks like that executive office pendulum toy.
And I just hate looking at it. I really hate it.
All right. MBK trying to crowd the plate on a wake up. Oh!
Oh, great awareness from Prada.
Yeah, Prada making him pay for that that DP. Ooh, good knockdown. We got the trap set up. Nice spot dodge though.
MBK is gonna have to know now that he cannot get away with doing MVP. If he's gonna do DP, it has to be EX or light.
Oh, nice catch. He just
wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, it wasn't fast enough for the spike.
And he's still maintaining a life lead.
Yep. It's minimal. Honestly, a good confirm could probably stop it, but
JU just barely whipping. No SBA confirm off of that.
Throw the rock. Yo, what up, what up? Give up that rock!
Prada being slippery!
I'm so proud of him.
Now, that is the first game going to Prada.
Yeah.
Can he maintain this momentum?
Not a bad start. MBK caught in the attack pattern on the opposite side, doesn't turn around.
Ooh, DP.
Okay, grippy grips to the corner. Oh, look who's aware of the falling projectile.
Oh, that's really big damage. Goes back in.
All right. Oh.
Yep.
Forward throw. What's the wake up plan?
Yep. Very standard pressure by MBK. Standard yet very effective.
And those were
Very
red
effective.
exclamation marks too. So Prada was trying something at the last possible second.
Oh, that 2U beating out both traps.
Oh.
MBK going with a 2L, which is faster than the second hit of auto combo.
Oh no!
Okay.
Got the read while reading.
Oh,
Damn, this low
catching
harassment
him.
is mean.
Yeah, grippy grips. That would have been enough. DP would have been just enough to close that out.
Yep.
Very, very good response by MBK.
Oh yeah. We can clearly see that Prada has to work much harder to get his dubs than MBK does.
Yeah, this pressure is aggressive. It is wild. And all the while, he has that DP that Prada has to respect. Oh, and then that command grab, which just for the first time came out. MBK being much faster on clashes to know to go to 2L rather than follow up the auto combo.
Has himself on match point here, but Prada's not out of it yet.
Oh, straight at the round start. Oh, Prada's now in.
Ooh, I like that low altitude trap he's got set. There it is.
Nice.
Getting some traction out of it. Oh, nice DP from MBK.
MBK with a great DP there. Tick throw. Oh, try to catch him.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, the juggles.
Is he going to pay for that with his life? He's going to pay for that with his entire life? No.
Damn.
MBK with a strong showing.
Yep.
That pressure
The
was...
knee slaps will get you.
That pressure was obscene.
I tried my best.
Yeah, when you won the first game, I was like, is he gonna do this?
Oh yeah, no, I was total like Fu Manchu beard stroking over here. Like, all right, bro. Yeah.
I was like that master from Kill Bill when he flipped the beard over.
Yeah.
I'm not. I still gotta get better with the Belial matchup. I don't play Belial as much as I should, or
It's
as much as other matchups.
Hey, Gold Phantom in the chat. What up, Gold Phantom? Here for my court order matchstick trolling. Like, giving or receiving?
Let's go,
Are you pitching or catching tonight?
I know which one I'm doing.
I know. Yes, of course you know which one you're doing. That's how it's every time. By the way, big shout outs to Master Chipmunk and his funny donation of $4.20 to the match arena. funny stuff.
Chip rooms up usual pass. Yep, you found it.
All right. Fuselit versus Alderon. I have a feeling this one's going to be pretty good.
Can you space out Fuselit's name?
Of course.
Since that is the only way this man knows how to communicate.
Baby, don't tell me how to do my job when I'm at work.
I'm sorry.
Just sometimes, you know what? It's fine. I still love you.
I'm sorry. Love you too, baby.
I'm surprised Kilo and Coudro is still going on. Oh, never mind. They are done. They just haven't reported. There it is.
Unfortunate, Seth. Alderon answering in kind.
When in Rome. Sounds like trouble in paradise.
These two.
No. The secret is you never go to bed angry.
Nah, you're good, Seth.
Time for the big bodies.
This next time. Unfortunate. Better luck next time.
Rock.
Think you can unmask me? Good luck. I give it up.
He is surprisingly
gonna give it
ungrowly
up.
in his English voice. Like, I figured he'd be all Steve Bloomed out.
How are you gonna say, oh, you're gonna try to unmask me, MasterChipMonk? oh! Missing touch from Alderon.
Yeah, Bazaraga goes down to join Mexican wrestling. He's like, oh, you're gonna try to unmask me? And they're like, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the deal.
No, brother, I'm telling you, we don't like unmasking. It's very bad. You don't do that good.
I mean, it's rude, but if the crowd wants it.
If we unmask you, that's bad. Nobody will like us for doing so. It's bad. We don't like to do that. But if it gets ratings, he really just sat there the whole time.
Yeah. All
I
right.
am more surprised I did not see a single SSBA matched out at any point.
That's true. And Alderon's usually pretty good at that. Oh, nice trip. Fuse didn't even go in for Oki. Fuse standing there menacingly is just the best.
It's so good.
Nice. All right, time to bust out some SPDs. Oh, but not whiffing them.
I don't think I'll be debuting.
All right, that's one for Fuselit. Alderon's really got to think hard about how he's going to play this next game.
And he gets hit with round start to 8.
All right, we got the armor. Ooh, nice. Yeet.
Oh, get the man grab. He's working on
Another armor stack.
Right
Oh, once again,
no more
Alderon
perfect.
going for the double leg drop. Only to be rebuffed expertly.
I'm waiting for him to just walk at him. Just walk at him.
Yo!
Never mind. Just lariat. Oh, wait. Is it the beginning of the end?
What now?
It could be. Never mind.
I knew it was going to be light. I just knew it. I was like,
Of course it was.
like Fuselit's not gonna overdo it. It's gonna be just enough.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. This is a big confirm. Big confirm
Nice,
here.
nice. Solid bounce there. Oh, okay.
This man grab. Are we gonna go for it again?
One more time. Oh, he abandoned
Whoa.
the triple headbutt set. Oh!
Oh, that's enough?
It's
That
still
is
not
not
enough.
That extra life. Oh no, you can't spot dodge.
Not the only one who can throw. You better learn how to spot dodge the yeets. Someone will tell you. Oh, come on, everyone can duck that. Oh, come on.
Duck. That was a great duck from Fuselit. Not a lot of damage over this though.
Nope. No armor on Fuselit either right now.
And now there is.
Look who's listening to the stream.
Oh,
Oh
great
no,
duck.
not like this.
Now this is a very scary spot for Alderon because if he waits too long, that's all he can just walk it out again.
Yeah.
And now
Alderon, you sneaky bastard.
Alderon, you genius, nerves of steel.
I'm on the wrong side of history.
All he's feeling himself. He is feeling himself. He got that. He's like, yo, I'm gonna round start 5 you. It's gonna work.
He's just standing at the edge of the screen like, come on, no balls.
Come on, I'm right here.
No balls, come on. Whoop.
Oh, get the sight.
Nice,
Oh,
good
and
combo into the triple headbutt. Got the knockdown. What's next? All right.
Oh,
Oh,
not a good sweep.
why does he rely on that drop kick so much?
Oh, it's a Ladiva thing. You wouldn't understand.
I guess not. Oh, I understand he's gonna get chipped out even on this level of defense here.
Oh, I think if
Are you
Alderon didn't press a
serious?
button, if Alderon didn't press a button, he could have landed and gotten his SSBA off. That was a good fight from both players.
It truly was.
And it really was. Very high octane fight. And now, unfortunately, we are joined by a fourth.
It's unfortunate that you're still breathing. Anyway,
I mean, hey, don't say that. My boyfriend's right there.
It's true. How dare you be mean
it's
to my?
unfortunate that you're still breathing. Anyway,
Wow.
How dare you be mean to my father-in-law's son?
everything.
Oh, man.
Let's see what's happening in the
Where
lower
footage
bracket real
X
quick before we
bracket?
move on. I just want to check. So Prada's fighting Chipmunk,
Why are they so
SenpaiSpyder's
fun?
fighting Blazing Charmeleon, Wolf Alderon's now fighting Lord Cruxus, and Coudro is fighting Cast. I feel like those two end up fighting each other a lot.
I got out of school
Right?
early. Like, I'm out of school early, everybody. But like,
Go back.
Are you done learning?
Yeah. Did you learn all your math?
This I had to learn my FDC. with
If
the
I
FDC
asked you about derivatives, would you be able to answer me?
If I ask you about what's the thing I learned? Drip rate. Would you be able to answer me?
No, because
Oh.
I never learned drip rate, but derivative is something that you learn, in regular
I can
school.
tell you that response is derivative.
You have to understand. I'm learning conversions. Oh, you know how to do conversions, don't you?
Yes, I do,
Yeah.
actually.
From like kilometers
converge.
to miles. Yeah, it's easy.
I know how
What?
to do, I know how to do,
Okay, what's
kilometers
40
to metric
milligrams?
meters.
Well,
Okay,
metric
what's
miles are
40
easy. That's just
milligrams
1,600
over
meters.
1 meter. 1 meter.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, what was the question, Jeb? I wasn't paying attention.
So you have to figure out how many doses is in 300 milligrams.
How many
over
doses are in
50
a dosey do?
See.
Wait.
It took 30 seconds, but it worked.
And the prescription asks for 30 milligrams.
30
Cat.
milligrams. They're 300. 10.
Cat, why would you yell at me? Why would you do this?
I said 500 mil. 500. No.
All right.
What did I say? I'm tired. Okay. I said 300 milligrams over 50 milliliters. And you only have.
Wait, 300 milligrams is worth 50 milliliters?
Over 50 milliliters.
I return.
Yay!
And you only have 30 milligrams. You have to
A
find
buffer.
out what the liters are, and then you have to figure out how many days it will last that person.
Okay, how long will it last then?
Oh my god.
You have to figure that out.
Ah, you don't know the answer!
No, I'm telling you, you have to figure that out. I know
what's
the answer.
All right, what's the answer then? My answer is I don't know. Jem, what's the answer?
His answer is I don't know. So here's how you do this. So
I want to know what the answer is. Tell me!
The answer is joining our Matcherino.
Like,
We've got plenty of nice sponsor quests.
no, because like you have to
Merch.
do it over, because like the thing is you have to do it for like a month.
You guys have merch?
You have merch?
Well, merch and
What's
services.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't have merch.
Wait,
I mean, not my own merch.
wait.
My,
I can buy
challenge
my
isn't
dad.
working,
My
whatever it
dad's
is.
the queen of all VTubers?
Yes, you can.
I
I kind of
cannot.
want that. I'm not gonna.
Oh my god.
I cannot.
It's not a hard copy. It's a digital copy, just so you know.
What do you mean you can't submit the score? Where's Matchstick?
I'm right here.
Oh, there it goes. I guess Chip did it.
But where's Matchstick? Okay.
What?
Oh, MK getting some good pressure.
I
start.
promise I'm here. You folks at home, you
Doing
hear me,
MPK
right?
Stuff.
I hear you.
Okay. Well, you're the only one that
Did he
matters,
switch
baby,
back
so
to
that's
his
fine.
True and true controller.
So now.
No.
The reason why I asked her is did he permanently move to hitbox?
Yo!
Great
Nice.
MK.
Did he move to hitbox?
I feel like Jem's having a completely different conversation and does not know that she's not muted.
Yeah, is she like not? Is she
No,
in a
I'm
different
asking,
chat somehow
did
as
he move
well?
to hitbox? Jesus Christ! Answer
Thank
the
you, Chip.
goddamn question.
Language.
Right?
Engage.
I'm just.
Good
Oh,
spot
great
dodge.
spot dodge.
Oh,
Full
there we
coverage.
go.
I'm waiting for payday to hit so I can get pizza.
Oh! That was a great combo from Callisto.
Nice.
Good strike
really
throw.
is.
I also got thrown there.
I like the empty jump low on the wake up. For anyone but
Nice
MBK,
grab out.
probably would have got.
Oh, and the
somebody with it.
shimmy.
I heard the flame.
What's that?
Oh, try to shoot me again.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yo, with
That's
the
a
spot
good-
dodge.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
slip.
what?
He doesn't even punish.
Hey!
The ball's
on the sky.
Hey.
You are better than that, MBK. I expect better. Do better. That is not a punish. You know how to punish.
We've punished more. No balls.
No balls, you won't.
You will punish my minus 47 move. I like that combo from Callisto.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interrupt
Good
the
DP
overhead.
coming out
Get
from
that out of
Callisto.
Get that out of here.
Nice.
Callisto just
Checking the
ran
ankles
off.
one more time.
I love it.
Like
Callisto's
Callisto.
backing off. He's
And
like,
look at
"Ah."
Callisto with his little shuffle, shuffle, shuffle away.
Callisto taking game one.
And it has to be stated that Callisto got that because MBK did not confirm his combo.
True.
I don't want to be the one to have to say it, but it's just true.
Callisto's looking really good.
Yep.
Wow.
Confirmed.
Wake up DP.
Gets counter hit with the 2M. So the
Classic.
counter hit confirmed out, coming out.
Yo.
Cashing out. Big damage. Not going to be
He
enough
ain't
to
making
kill,
a
but,
mistake again.
but this Oki situation's really scary.
Yeah, he is
Safe
right on
jump.
top of her. Whoop.
Overhead.
Good
Spot
throw.
dodge, but
Nice.
getting grabbed.
Ah.
Tries to
Tap,
shimmy.
tap the kneecap.
Just the tap.
I love her face when she
Check
gets
out
hit
the
like that. She's
chin.
like, just like It was like she was staring at walking garbage.
Wasn't space, but now getting punished.
Good DP.
DP on wake up.
Hey, good stinger.
Wow, that was nice.
Callisto really knows how to space that thing.
Oh yeah.
What?
Good poke, good confirm.
Is MBK getting taken apart by Callisto?
You kidding?
Looks like it. Callisto has some really strong, really solid gameplay.
Oh yeah.
He was a very
And what a call!
BGCallisto. Not enough to kill, but what a statement that has sent.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I
well,
do
well,
not
well.
agree.
Dinger.
I know why it happened. I know why it happened.
I know
cannot
why
agree.
it happened, but
He tried to spin the fireball as such. Callisto was able to dive through it. I don't agree
Yep.
with it, but it makes sense.
Callisto.
It looks terrible.
match point.
It was on call for
He's not
MBK
alive,
out here
but
just
he brought it.
it's not golden hour, it's golden all the time.
Oh,
Tries to run up throw and
By the way, shout outs to our friends in Japan celebrating Golden Week.
Oh,
no
no,
confirm.
that's more than this.
Yep, that's why there's no good anime on right now.
I couldn't go, but that was a delay pick. Okay.
Yo,
There
there
it
it
is.
What a
is.
confirm!
So it's 1-1.
Now it's all tied up at one apiece.
Believe in victory.
Okay, so you're not getting this easy.
Callisto playing like Cat never got nerfed, says Gold Phantom.
I'm on mute. No, he's
very
not on
well
mute.
spaced run.
Alright. Yep, early grippy grips, forward throw, coming in
I'm
for the
so confused
sweeps.
right now. Why is
Grip
Matt
the extra
so
grip.
quiet?
Oh, here we go, wall combos.
Yeah. Hard knockdown.
Knockdown.
Safe jump.
Nope,
Oh, no.
denied.
Oh, what an anti-air!
Now here's the thing. He ain't
Flight
spot.
plans canceled. Ma'am,
didn't
please
even
put your
move
mask
his
on or we
spot.
will remove you from the plane.
Hey,
That
sometimes you
spot
just
was
wanna be
completely
safe.
unnecessary.
But you just want to be safe. Why? Let the man be safe. Let the
Hey.
man be safe.
He got it in 2H, let that recover, and then 5H. That's Bot. He just wanted to stop. He just wanted to look at him like, yeah.
Did that? Yeah, you just got anti-air. Think about your actions.
And MBK
Let
did
me
a really
lean
nice thing
back a
there.
bit.
The spot dodge.
Ooh.
Wow!
This is gonna be
No
Callisto!
better.
huge damage coming off of
He says
Not
you
enough
think
to
you
kill,
think you can
but-
beat me like that? Bro, you're
It's a
hallucinating.
good name.
Get well soon.
Basic. People say that overhead stuff don't work on good players. Nah,
It works. It works fine.
Clearly it works on one of the best.
it. You just gotta work.
Oh,
In the
no!
that's not
confirm.
gonna animate. That is not gonna animate, but it does
It
not.
doesn't
need to.
matter.
It doesn't matter if it does or not.
Doesn't get
MBK.
Woo! Bringing
Pivotal
that
rally.
back many times.
MadBestKiller takes out BG
Mark.
Callisto and winner
Great.
semis 2-1. So close though. Come to Brazil.
By the way-
Come to Brazil. No.
Mark Eno TV, thank you for the raid.
Yes, Mark. Whoa.
Now, so answer me this: what happened to
Marky.
Matchstick?
Huh?
What did y'all do to him?
What? Who to what?
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 He's so quiet.
What?
So quiet.
Are
That's why I'm
you having some sort of
I'm not
aneurysm?
used to this. I'm used to him being so quiet. It's driving me slowly insane.
Am I low
Matchstick,
volume?
Please stop.
No.
Why?
It's you. It's
What's
gotta
Jeff
be
talking
you.
about?
You're crazy.
What is
Kilo
Jeff
versus
talking about?
Fuselit. Let's
Jim
go.
is so confusing.
By the way,
me.
Brazil folks, I would actually love to go to Brazil, despite me not knowing
can't
any
hear
Portuguese
Matchstick, that's what
outside
I'm
of out of Jogo for the word game. I really don't know anything.
Do you guys have Mordekaisers in Brazil? I hear he's very popular in Brazil.
What about Rigby?
Thank you for the follow.
Punk the God Canada.
Yes,
You got
Karali Sun, Rig Veda.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you so
follow,
much.
Rig Vita.
I think it's Veda. Veda would be I,
I'm
right?
so confused right
Yeah.
now. I don't know what's going on.
We're getting a friendly raid from friendly people.
Oh man.
Believe in victory.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now Kilo
Kilo
taking
back
it back to
flesh.
the Gran.
Oh yeah.
So we're
It's
gonna
been a
take it back
minute,
to the
brother.
retro era where
Oh,
yeah.
it's like Gran. It's
Kilo used to be on that, that Belial life. But now he's taking it back to basics.
He's taking it back to
Learn Foda? Alright,
Ace.
Foda.
pure.
Foda.
like, I
Come
just
get me,
wanna,
Twitch.
Not let you play. Oh wait, never mind. It's Truck-kun.
It's not
Now he's got
Truck-kun
that
yet.
armor.
He's only Truck-kun if
and
he
just
wins.
Great
EXDP. But he still has
What
armor.
armor? He's like, what armor?
Oh, 2M.
Just gotta hold that out.
Oh.
He has armor.
He tried
Calls out
to
the spot.
get a full safe there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a full confirm on this.
Oh, that's death. That is amazing. Me.
You know,
Kilo.
Kilo.
Amazingly Kilo.
even if there's no 2H mid-screen routes, even if that was mid-screen, he still would have gotten that. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Nice interrupt.
Kilo back like he never left with that 2H.
He really just charged up level 5 unique
Yep.
and then just let it go.
And let it rip.
There was no fear, like, yo, I'm
I
done.
have no
confirm?
mortal attachment to this move.
Yeet.
Getting yeeted across the screen.
If you let this man charge, why are you letting him charge?
And up to level 5. I'll wait.
Damn.
Whenever you're ready.
You know what? Fuse held it as long as he could.
Let's see what happens.
Now, you know what's crazy?
Oh,
If
dude.
Kilo chose to, Kilo would be able to charge up level 5, wait for
Oh,
Shimmy!
I actually need to go. That was disgusting. I'm gonna throw up.
that was
That
pure
shimmy
intimidation
was-
factor.
That shimmy was crazy.
That was pure intimidation factor.
Victory. Battle.
Now, what I was gonna say is Kilo can actually charge up level 5 of his unique, and whenever he sees Fuse with a charge, he can just let it rip and get a full mid-screen combo from it.
Oh yeah.
Like the censor says, Kilo is the only person I don't turn off
Nice
retweets
DP.
for.
Nope.
Getting that 2-1 pressure.
Oh,
Good
another
confirm
wall
coming off the
combo.
counter hit.
Come on, Fuse. Come on, Fuse. Not like this.
Pressure.
Do it for
Wait,
Kaina.
2-8.
Do it for Kaina. You're not doing it for Kaina.
He did it again.
I'm back like I never left. Kilo.
He's like, you know what? I really want to win, so let me just.
Kilo. So unbelievably
him.
strong. I really want Kilo to charge up level 5 and counter a charge with it.
All right. Forward
Walking up to
grab.
him, and Fuse is the
Yo,
Missing
all
the
right.
meat.
He's like, no more. Oh, yeah, we had armor.
Getting the guard crush, but just challenging.
Kilo does not care.
He really doesn't.
Wow.
That worked.
He's coming in for it. He's coming in to finish the job. Oh, nice crumple.
Okay. See what happens.
Are we gonna see the return of the Kilo?
We might see the return of the Kilo. Oh my
Oh,
god!
no.
What?
About the Kilo.
So the EX Fireball took away the armor, so he had none.
He had no choice
Nice,
but to
good
let it
ground bounce. He's gonna go for the follow
Oh,
up.
okay, so this.
He's gonna animate.
No.
No. Oh.
Okay, I need to know if this is both for the commentators and for everyone in chat. One, if you got grabbed there. Who got grabbed there?
I got grabbed there because I don't have a damn DP.
I got grabbed there. One in the chat if you got grabbed. How many of you
Yeah, no,
realistically
Callisto's
DP'd
got
that?
it right. Imagine thinking that Kilo would be
I
scared.
can't. I don't. My character doesn't have a DP.
Let's say you
I
were
can't-
Gran. Would you have DP'd that?
Oh no.
How many of y'all
Oh.
would have DP'd that?
I got grabbed.
I got grabbed.
I got grabbed.
None of y'all would have DP'd that. You're
100%
not
I got
stupid.
Like,
Jim would have
because I don't-
DP'd.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
She would have used it like Zeta's fucking parry.
Farofa?
Her fucking
Farofa.
Forget it. I don't care anymore. Be like, forget it. I'm about to die anyway. DP.
Yep. I'm learning so many things. What's Farofa? I just want to...
For,
I would have DP'd that theoretically.
Theoretically.
I would already picked that for having done it dead DP earlier. I would have woke up as being
I'm curious, though. What is Farofa?
Fire
I've already
with
learned
fire.
Foda. I've learned the cool F word in
Oh,
Brazilian,
wake up.
in
Just wake up,
Portuguese, and that's
SSBA.
Foda.
What?
But I need a definition for Farofa.
Oh my god.
I need a definition.
I'm gonna
Just give me the
die to
definition.
Keela. No, you're not, MBK. Believe in yourself. Believe.
Oh god, I'm gonna die to Keela.
I believe in you.
It is a bit like staring at a truck heading right at you, isn't
Oh,
it?
let's look at the food.
Oh, the act of doing
I
DP out of
have yet to
desperation.
eat.
Oh, that is a very specific term.
Very
Really?
specific.
That's like some
Wait.
German. That's like some German stuff. Where they're like, it's like,
Is
oh yeah,
that real?
Schadenfreude. It's the joy you feel when someone else is in pain, and you're like, wow, that is oddly
Europa
specific.
Is the act of doing DP out of desperation.
That's crazy. I love that there's a word for that. Oh, but it's actually a
So
food.
basically, there's a whole term that
What?
I could use
Okay.
every time I DP.
That's cool.
You're
Okay.
dropping the etymology on me in very tiny chunks, and I'm not
That-
making
that's what
the
I'm
full trip here.
Okay. In all fairness, Matchstick. In all fairness, in the English language, you can say something is both clean and dirty, and they both mean the same thing.
Yes, I know, but I need.
So we can. I'm willing to just accept that. Why
Oh, wow.
is them a coward?
Why did they
censored?
get flagged for the coward?
Yo, you can't call nobody cowards on Twitch.
I have
Yo,
one word flagged for don't
There's
say it
a
in my
lot of
in
words
my
you can't
in my
use on Twitch.
rules.
One of them being the W word,
Wow.
Wait, no, it's not the W.
which I still don't understand. So you can't use coward. You can't use spicy.
Anyway, we gotta
You can't
get ready for the
other
next game.
word.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Rest
man,
of
this is a match.
Prada versus SenpaiSpyder.
I'm excited for this match
Why are you excited?
because I know y'all got a history.
We got a history.
Well,
We got a
you
history
have a
in-
history. You
Well,
have a
I'm gonna-
history. He has a closet full of bodies.
Yeah. Sounds about right. Every character I decided
SenpaiSpyder.
to
Let's
play
go.
whenever I played against Senpai, he's actually just bodied it and put it in his closet.
Nightmare, how's it going?
But I
Hey,
showed
Nightmare, what's happening?
It's like, oh look, another Prada body to
It's
add to
a
the collection.
toupee of
Let's
food
go.
that you out of everything with mandioca.
I don't know why that came out the
That
way
you
it
out.
did,
What? Meh?
but now I'm left with cryptic. I don't
I
know how to
am-
feel about this.
I am. The explanation
have
is
no
more
spiral.
confusing than the
I have no
terminology.
Prada to sit in between me and cryptic.
Lo
now.
siento, which is
Don't
Spanish,
do a
but that's all I
monologue.
got for you. Pogda, man, you need to keep that Pog stuff out of this chat.
Anyway, let's see what happens. Oh look, it's Uno versus
I'm
Cat.
tired of Pog.
Can you
Tired
touch
of
her?
it.
Speaking of Pog, I just recently found
Y'all
out that
abuse
Pog is
Pog
like a
too
sport
much.
or something.
Pog?
So what is actually? Do you know what Pogs are?
Like the tiny, like cardboard or plastic
Disc
discs.
things, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that a game or something? Or
Yeah,
something?
it used to be. See, back in the day,
Okay.
in our caveman times, we used to throw the big plastic ones at the tiny
Slammer.
stacks of cardboard ones, and whichever ones flipped over, like arch side down, then the thrower got to keep, and you just went go.
Oh, that's what. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. I thought that the rules were like the more you knocked over, the higher your score was, and I just couldn't understand. I'm so confused. I couldn't understand the rules of Pog.
So
And sometimes,
what's
like
Pog?
so the slammers would like you could get them made out of plastic or acrylic or metal if you were just like if you were determined to ruin your friends'
Nice.
like cardboard Pogs. And they had rare Pogs, which, you know, I don't know why. And sometimes we'd play with our Alf Pogs. It's Alf. He's back.
Metal
And in
slammers
Pog
were
form.
Who's Chris?
Yo, this chat just blew up at the mention of Pogs.
I still don't know what y'all are talking about. Like, what is Pog? Is it a game? Is it what?
Yeah.
Nobody
what
tell her.
is-
Nobody
Okay, you
tell
know
her.
what? 90 feels like a long season. I will say that
Damn.
I just learned the rules of Pog. I'm happy enough. There were non-metal slammers. Oh man,
Ooh, Spider had a good 2H there.
very well fought. I can't wait to tell Prada that his entire first match was
We were
completely
just talking
overshadowed.
about Pogs.
Let the game pause.
I can't wait to tell him, dude.
So let's see if Prada can make a comeback if somehow against Senpai.
Tavi Turnip says, leave the 90s to us old people.
So-
Yeah, and you can leave the 80s to us ancient ones.
Huh?
To the Eldritches?
Yeah.
To the Eldritch of the world.
Okay, Prada got in.
He did get in. He's got a good
Okay,
combo going.
let's see what happens.
Oh, go low!
Oh my god.
Oh, he could have. If he
not-
aired through there, I would have been so
Yo,
proud
with that
of him.
overhead. Why is
Nice
Spider?
break.
Why is Spider
Senpai's
turtling up?
like, I don't let people get those on me even when I'm losing. Okay. That is
Oh,
that
wait.
hit slow.
He can SSBA here.
Nope, he committed. Senpai was committed.
Well, that first round is going to
Yeah.
go to Prada.
The 80s were pretty bad depending on who you were and where you lived.
And what you were doing. Whether that be partying or the tools that go with partying.
Turnip's right about the YouTube videos for fixing computers from that time, though. So you've decided to buy a
I was
personal
8 when
computer.
the 80s ended.
Good for you.
What?
You're
would you
keeping
do that?
America's economy strong. And you're learning
Nice
valuable
overhead
life
by
skills,
Prada.
like sending electronic mail.
Trying to get.
I'm going to say, how do you know exactly? Sending electronic mails to your work companion.
To your work companions.
Wait, you guys did that?
Yeah.
This was in an age before texting. If you wanted to text someone, you needed a beeper.
Wait,
The
you
new
both did this?
1999 iMac, now available in 5 different cool colors.
Gray, beige, silver.
No, iMacs.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of those big tower monitor computers.
Nice clash. Oh, no punish on the
Yo,
overhead.
good delayed
Trying to
fall
catch
from
him going
Prada.
down.
He's really got
Good.
Spider off of his game right
Getting
now.
ready to trap
Oh, yeah.
Spike Senpai. Oh, the teleport. He didn't know what was going to happen. What happened?
I'm trying to find a way in, but Senpai is being so... He's just walking back to each corner and then freely getting out.
I just realized Anre is one of those characters that Kag has a problem with. Because he can just easily get rid of the traps if he wanted to.
Yep.
Oh
What
my
is this?
God.
What is
It's
this?
gonna take
What
a
is this
minute. No,
vocal
it's
track
not.
in the
I
back?
think it's over. Or not. Yes, it is.
I don't remember what scene it is.
Sounds like a low key Power Rangers song.
So you're over here not paying attention whatsoever to this.
Unironically, I
made a
somewhat
rematch.
miss Walkman. Hey, Prada, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Your entire first match all was completely overshadowed by a talk about Pogs.
By the way, what is Pog? How you
Don't
play
tell
Pog?
her.
What is
Do not tell her.
Nobody
If
tell
you know what
her.
Pog is, don't tell her what Pogs are.
Do not tweet at her.
If you know what Pog is and if you're nice to me, just DM me.
God
If you're in
damn.
Discord, just DM me what
Don't
Pog
DM
is.
her.
I don't want to
Prada, was that
go off
2-1
course
or
any more than
2-2?
we have.
That was what?
What's the
Or-
Pog?
Or sorry, 2-0.
Yeah,
2-0.
see?
2-0 or
That was
2-1?
a
the only
2-0.
one.
2-0,
We can-
okay.
Yeah, 2-0.
I actually, I bring this up because
Okay,
Way Forward
Alderon
said they're
Coudro.
selling Shantae Pogs. They're selling Shantae Pogs, and I was kind of excited, but I never knew the rules of Pogs, so.
So basically, they're selling your waifu. I think. As
You have
Pog.
no idea what it is? You
Bro,
have no idea.
bro, I thought I was your waifu.
I might just
You
Google
are.
it.
But
Okay,
she's my
cool.
2D waifu.
Can we make Matchstick Melee
Maybe
Pogs?
Match
Is
it.
it weird that I thought about it for a second? I actually thought about it for like a half second. Like, what would it be? Maybe like Matchstick and then Matera and then that's it?
I have other fighting game
Matchstick
waifus.
as
You don't
Sarah,
know.
Let's go.
I gotta get better at that matchup.
Well, the
So
thing
that
is,
they
I
don't talk
actually
about
enjoyed
Pogs over my
documentaries,
fighting
so
anymore.
choose you wisely.
Because y'all, it just was that one-sided that y'all just didn't care.
Jen's about to watch a Pog documentary on YouTube tonight.
Oh my god.
There's something
He's-
called Pog Juice. Pog Juice Florida. Pog
Okay,
meeting.
Pog
Pog
Juice
I'm pretty
sounds
sure that's the
disgusting.
meme.
This sounds
Yeah.
gross.
Pog drink. Pog basement. Pog
Yo,
meeting.
somebody came
Pog
up to you
juice
and
near
was
me.
like, yo, you want some? She's like, get out
Yo,
my
you
face,
want some
get out my
Pog juice?
There's something called Pod Beer.
It's like, yeah, from a convenience store, not from
There's
some
something
dude on the
called Pod
street.
Beer. I was like, what?
Like, if I'm at a 7-Eleven, hook me up with that shit, bro. But like, we're in an alley.
Okay. So we're getting into another match. Alderon versus
Coudro. I don't know how much experience Alderon has fighting Vira.
I couldn't read his name for a minute. It's Coudro. Alderon versus Coudro.
Okay. Early install.
Back on the Vira. The
Super Vira for the rest of the match.
Why are we going back to childhood? Why are we going back to childhood today, Cryptic?
Hey, Callisto said that the only stuff from 90s that is still cool is the X-Men, the animated series, and I just got that theme song.
Theme song got stuck.
Hey, the Spider-Man cartoon was good too.
Lamb Chop.
Also, Doug, Ren and Stimpy, original Rugrats.
Okay, let's be real. Let's be real for a second. Was Doug good?
Yes.
Was Doug good?
Yes.
Doug? It was alright.
Name one character
when it went to ABC, no. But on Nickelodeon, it was good.
Name one character from that show that is not Doug, Skeeter, or Patty Mayonnaise.
Roger.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't. Oh, are you talking about his dog?
Really?
Pork Chop's the dog. Roger was Doug's bully.
The green boy with the really orange straight hair.
And then there was BB, the purple girl who liked Skeeter.
I don't even. Are we talking about like
Doug was hype.
And Mr. and Mrs. Dink, who lived next door. You know why they were called Mr. and Mrs. Dink?
Why?
Because their name is code for dual income, no kids.
That's cool.
That's the same reason why it's Dinkelberg, who lives next door to Tenny.
Dual income, no kids. Got it. Also, I just want to say, Are You Afraid of the Dark is essentially Ripley's Believe It or Not, but for kids.
No, it's more like it was more like a
Perfection.
scarier Goosebumps.
I could never watch it. I think it was like before I was like allowed to even know what it was.
All right.
Let's see what
So
happens.
we're tied round for round currently.
Just the poke out. So all the pokes. Okay, call.
Yo.
Coudro just doing works. I almost
good
called him
transformation.
90s chat, apparently.
Yeah, Clarissa explains it all. Hey, dude.
See, what did you guys watch in the 90s when you were like growing
Good
up?
stuff.
Like, Lamb Chop.
Dude, I remember being sick from school, sitting at home, and then Tom and Jerry would come on, and that would just like that's the start of my day.
I watched
Tom and Jerry, Blue's
Sesame
Clues,
Street, HBO's Encyclopedia.
Blue's Clues with Steve. None of his other. I still got a
Damn.
Remember when
In
he
the
came back?
MVP.
Coudro.
When Steve came
Coudro
back,
taking a game off of Alderon.
No,
Steve came back and just told me everything was gonna be okay. I felt some.
Yeah,
I
Thundercats
almost
was out in
cried.
the 80s, but Thundercats was the one that caught on. The one that didn't catch on was
I was like, bring him
Silverhawks.
back. Actually,
Yeah.
he is kind of back. He's with the.
And if we
Well,
wish, and if we wish to
Warriors.
predate the Thundercats, we can always talk about Dino
What
Riders and the
What about
Dino
Skeleton Warriors?
Saucers.
Are we gonna downplay Skeleton Warriors?
Skeleton
Never
Warriors was
watched
90s,
it.
bro.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 80s.
Yeah, but I never watched it.
80s. Okay, my
Like,
bad.
yeah, so like Gem,
Super Mario
Gem and the
Brothers Super
Holograms,
Show.
Skeleton
Mic drop.
Warriors,
I mean,
what?
you have your Super Mario Super Show. I say Sonic the animated series.
That came so much
Yo,
later.
I love that. I love Sonic.
Did it?
Yeah. Like Sonic
it was
Sat
terrible.
AM is like literally from like the mid
Yeah, I like how
90s.
we're
I had
ignoring every
Urkel in it, my
match.
bad. You're right. You're right.
It's the Urkel.
It's getting a season 3, by the way.
Nice.
Shut up.
He did
Fan made.
what?
Yep.
Okay, that's actually super exciting.
They're gonna try to finish the series.
Flintstones Kids? Yes, I
You know
remember
what
that.
got remade? If you guys want to see
I'm
something
not.
really cool, go to YouTube after you finish watching Magic Melee and after you finish subscribe to him on YouTube. Go to YouTube and look up Courage the Cowardly Dog Freaky Fred Reanimated.
Wow.
I don't want to.
I
I think it was something like 100 artists
Garfield
got
Friends.
together and reanimated that episode.
Captain Bucky O'Hare, Captain Planet, Kip Coom. How
Wasn't
about
Courage supposed to do
Heathcliff?
something with like Scooby-Doo?
Getting caught out. that Larry.
Oh, Alderon's gonna take it to game 3.
Yeet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go to game 3.
Yeah.
All right, time to get back on this match. We're at a game 3, and
We're at a game 3. We're all about TV shows right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Prada's too young to join this conversation. Were you
Callisto
bored?
says I had to look for
yeah.
show names up
You
here.
watched it? Huh?
Cello, you're thinking of Denver the Last Dinosaur.
If we're talking about
I
shows,
promise you are.
He probably saw a 90s show, but he wasn't around in the 90s.
I wasn't around.
Yeah, Prada didn't exist in the 90s.
Okay. We're just doing work now.
That just processed in my brain.
You finally caught on.
It just processed. Alright, get the headbutt. Get the command grab.
Saint Seiya? Oh yeah, that did come on too long.
Feeling. Oh,
Coudro just reworked.
Saint Seiya was
Into the
was
install,
not a
let's see
thing in
what
America. Not until Netflix
Wasted
did
bars
the remake.
going to Instar too.
the patience.
The original
Hey,
Sentai
shit.
was
Yeah,
Ronin
all the ones that I
Warriors
don't have to do
with
nothing.
Sailor Moon. And Samurai Pizza Cats if you want to
You
get
got
technical.
bored.
SBA? I also got SBA.
No.
Conan the Barbarian was
It's
also
not gonna
pretty hype.
kill unless
Yes,
you
he
drop.
can. Well, he's not
You
gonna
can.
kill. But he's gonna get some
Yeah,
good
there's a-
damage.
It's so close, holy shit.
Oh, he waited to see if there was a DP coming.
Just build up meters.
Oh.
Never mind.
Coudro could have waited. He had every right to wait there. He did not need to make a big play. He could have waited for the fairy to come back, let the fairy start doing some pressure, and then go in. He got impatient.
Damn,
because
Spider.
of
I guess I
that-
know what side your
died.
bread's buttered.
Why did this go off for me?
Yo, you guys ready for another banger?
Let me see what this next match is.
Losers quarterfinal. Fuselit versus SenpaiSpyder.
Ooh.
Now that is going to be a boring match until Fuselit gets in.
Yeah, pretty much.
That match is gonna be boring, and that's what I like.
What match is it?
Senpai, if you're in the chat, if you can hear my voice,
Notice
make
me.
this match as boring as possible. I want you to put me to sleep. Play like I played Beelzebub. I want you to impress nobody. I want you to zone
Don't
this
listen
man
to this
for
man.
99 seconds.
Yeah, Johnny Test was pretty
Please.
mid. Yeah, Johnny Test
Now
was
when
mid.
Fuselit gets in, it's exciting.
Johnny Test was
How
as
do
fun
you
to
never
listen
watch
to
Johnny
while you were doing
Test?
something else as it was to watch. It was a poor man's Dexter's Lab, if I'm being completely honest.
Just a question.
That's 100% true. Actually, it's just role reverse Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
The sisters are the scientists.
Yeah, you gotta try and that back and okay.
Oh, that's going to be big damage early on.
Oh my god.
Few slaps on the
He's
armor.
already doing work. This looks like I am
Oh,
not having it.
he tried to scoop him up.
Yeah. He tried to yeet this man across the skies. I'm
Oh, no. And the Soul Forge is back.
Callisto says he's never seen this matchup.
Immediately.
Come to think of it,
It's not a very common matchup.
with the
but I
lack
can
of
tell you-
Voss players and Anre players.
Oh my god,
Damn.
Fuselit. Great confirm.
Who gave this man a 5-hour energy?
Now, I can say that this matchup is way harder than Matera versus Voss, in my opinion. Because Matera at least has a 3-hit fireball to stop him out of armor. Anre doesn't have that luxury.
So yeah, get a
So
lot
you're
more
guessing
close
this,
and personal.
Are you saying this is more in Voss's favor?
I think this is more in Voss's favor
It might
than
be.
if it were Matera.
I still think probably.
I think
Whoa.
Matera's 5'5", and I think this is like a better 5'5".
Yeah, 5.5, 4.5.
Like,
I think it's 5 minutes.
There's nothing I hate more than when somebody goes like, all right, so out of 5, I'd give it like 3.5 30, like a 3.7 or something, and you're like, my brother in Christ, just grade out of 10, or like or out of 100. Like
I love when people go, okay, so out of 5, I give it a 3. Can just grade out of 10, give it a 6.
Yeah.
Or like they go, it's a 3.5 out of 5. Just make it out of 10, my guy. It's not that hard.
It's like you broke out the decimals, just right down out of 100.
Matera has a lot of multi-hits and can't shoulder in. Yeah, so that's the thing about the Matera matchup. Because Matera has EX Fireball, and 2 of them, Fuselit would not be able to get armor and then just stomp at him. Or EX Charge, because those only can take so many hits.
But Spyder wants to play Uno.
Yeah, in this matchup, Anre doesn't have access to that outside of Spin. But Spin is going to get hit way before it gets all those hits.
Nice.
With that said, though,
I can't believe that didn't kill her.
With that said, if Fuselit doesn't get armor, this matchup's way worse.
Yep.
This matchup is way worse if Fuselit cannot get armor.
Battle 1. Engage.
Wait, that was the first game?
Yeah.
Exactly, Sugar.
He's like just doing work.
Nice.
Armor's through.
Solid whiff punish. Eat to the corner again.
But he parried out.
Yeah, Soul Forge up.
Spyder says I ain't going down like that.
And
just like that,
swats him out of the air.
Fuse's like, okay, go down like this.
So like you are fly. Here's the plotter.
Nice counter.
Oh wow.
Alright, Spyder's starting to make stuff happen. It's all nickel and dime stuff, but it's starting to add up.
You know what I just realized? I don't want to put the guy on blast. He is still one of the best players to play this game. And I don't want to say this by putting him on blast and like shaming him. I just realized Senpai does all easy inputs.
What? You play? He does what I do?
He's still one of the greatest players to play this game.
Yo!
I am not downplaying the guy at all. He is one of the greatest players to play this game. I just realized he does all easy inputs.
Oh yeah.
It's just not worth the extra effort, apparently.
He is one of the best! He is one of the best! But it's just something I know.
Maybe there's a deep-seated psychological reason why he can't.
You just don't want to think, right?
He can't do full inputs.
Full inputs killed my father!
Hey, you can still
Usually having a huge life lead to both.
He's like having a what? Life lead?
Sir?
A huge life lead to Chunk.
Damn.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. And
In the end, Fuselit was just overwhelmed. What can you do? You don't normally think about like close-up Uno pressure, but there it goes.
I saw the flops.
Oh, yeah.
They did it exactly at the same time. That was too perfect.
Definitely, if you can't get armor, that matchup is awful.
Yep. So we unfortunately have to say goodnight to Fuselit. GG, sir.
And we are saying goodnight to Fuselit, but we are saying hello to the legend, the greatest commentator you have ever seen this side of the Milky Way. We have the man, the myth. You love to talk about him. Men want to be him. Women want to be with him. We got Spiral Hero Z in the house with us tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate the introduction as always, Cryptic.
No problem, Spiral. You know,
hope you guys are doing well.
Those sound like some giant shoes to fill.
Sure
Spiral, I hope you're up to the job. I hate to think we might have pressured you into something you're not ready
Spiral is
for.
my only hero here. Like everybody else is no longer heroes to me.
no pressure at
But
all.
today I did not have to summon him. I've been trying to summon you for like 3 weeks, Spiral. 3 weeks, man.
I didn't get able to go in those other times, but
I kept telling her to let you live your life, but she wouldn't listen
we're
to
already
me.
seeing
the patient game being played over between Anre and Callisto, just looking to catch him out with these 5 and 2 limbs. Frozen Blade for reverse zoning. Already a good amount of chunk damage that Callisto's put on with these Frozen Blades. Anti-area free troubles. Cancel off the light wall, and the Enchanted Lance pushing him back in towards the corner. Already half his life gone, not even 30 seconds in. See, pressure's on. They have more chip coming out. Alderon's just waiting for one opportunity to press forward out of it. And there it was, headbutt low for the counter hit. Reset it back even with the crouching hit. We got another series driver coming in. Fake it out, another one. Not right into the blue light, but still a bad situation. See, Frank Hill, safe jab over with the 2L, but what a jump back for Callisto. Now he's been pushed into the corner, though. You see, poking back into it. Frozen Blade has to be careful of the maximum love bomb strike. Ready to call out projectile at any range. But still, she's going to mix up the timings with the projectile and the enchanted lands as well to bust out and back towards the mid screen. Plenty of time left, just about even still. Barely in favor of Alderon, but that could change out with one hit. Caught him out, crouch confirm. Blades of Frost, no animation, but pushed out to the corner, and now he's got the lead. Has to be careful though. Yet again, still meter on deck for Alderon to bust through a Frozen Blade projectile. There it was, but just a bit too late. Spent out the H, and now nothing to worry about, but still has to navigate through the Catalina normals. See, once again,
Did not do so successfully.
Callisto taking a slow burn to take battle 1 as we go right into battle 2. Will we see a change up? No, patience out for both sides. Frozen Blade for the first try, caught out with a 2U for a range here. Ooh, far out. And because Callisto started out, gonna catch out the whiff. A reset on it with the close heavy, saving on the cooldowns. Medium, Emerald Sword into the tick. Throw another one here. We got the raid kill into the empty low. Clash in favor of Alderon there, actually. Just going right into it. Confirm off of the MLO. Move block string out. Still has the lariat to use if need be, but just getting crept over these walk forwards out once again. LA, check out the run up. That's Callisto taking it just a bit too late on the forward dash check. Game 1 to him as we go right into game 2. No hesitation at all. We'll see if he's going to be able to put on a switch up.
By the way, Spiral, I love how you say his name as
negative onto it,
Callisto.
but Callisto waited now for it, though. Had to respect the JM with the whip to have second repetition plus 0 into the screwdriver. Faking it out yet again. Stuck in towards the corner, and now the headbutt is back up for it. Faking it out. Cripped over with the low. And the Emerald Sword to push out. Another one for you. Already 2 interactions here. Caught him with a mash on the wake up though. No fear out here. And both sides doubling over with the hit. Screwdriver denied out with the Emerald Sword. Meter is on deck, so one solid hit from Callisto. Could end up the round. As I say that, close heavy. But goes into the SBA, right into the range for the Realm of Ice, but chooses off for it. Not going to be as much damage. Still leaving him on the slivers as well. What's the situation? Just safe pokes out with the 2M. And waiting for the cooldowns to come back up with the zoning. And again, meter is on deck for Alderon. We'll see if it's going to get utilized with the max love bomb. Let's see, just a bit of poke scared to challenge out the 2U. And yet again, enchanted lands from the range to catch the walk forward.
Yikes.
Being super comfortable with it, ready to catch out the second repetition with the reversal out this time. Another check over for Alderon. Hard knockdown, caught the standing confirming. What a whip punish. Tried to go for the SBD, but the other super jump back, and the Emerald Sword was going to be able to whip punish it out. Pushing it back in towards the mid screen. What a spacing trap on that sequence here. Caught him with the delay frame trap off of the 2H cancel as well. Just looking for a hard knockdown off of the Emerald Sword. Right into the safe jump here. Caught him out of the match 2 plus off of that Ticto setup here. And an anti-fuzzy match 2 on that. Empty jump 2L.
Dang,
That was a good fight.
That was pretty incredible.
Great showing.
All right, so we're gonna have to say goodnight to Alderon.
I guess now that we're closer to top 4, I did promise I'd tell this story again. So while I'm assuming not everyone's in the room, I guess I'll tell this story.
Oh, so you just have to tell this story now that it's.
That should be Cap's only winning matchup.
It's a short story.
Is Discord actually catching my voice?
Come out with it.
I think it is. I can hear you.
Spiral, can you hear me? Spiral.
No one can hear you except me?
Hear him as well.
I can't hear Matchstick.
Discord, what are you doing?
Been saying this the whole time.
All right, quick story then.
All right.
While he fixes this.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
I can't fix it.
So I was, you guys know how we do things here at Matchstick. You know, the ongoing lore between me and Matchstick and the constant flirting that we do. I was recently asked by my dad, so who's this Matchstick girl you guys, you're constantly flirting with? And now that's a thing that I have to live with. Now on to the match.
As you see, Vira up into it. What a fake out to get.
Kilo and
give Daddy some
MBK.
sugar. Full damage coming out with that Goisha. Saving out on the Asmodees. Push it to the corner. Already a good chunk of damage to the mid screen here. Not ready for the counter confirm. 5H up into it. Just an empty Goisha off it. Trying to bait out a Notoria attempt. See, back and forth. What a whip. And the crouch confirm for good measure. Medium Asmodees. Caught over onto it. DP on hit. Notoria catching him out. You see, space it out with the medium cricket out yet again. Wasn't expecting a reset over on it with another heavy cricket this time around. Counter hit confirmed and the crouching as well. Only got the soft hit on the Asmodeus though. You see, pushing out with that match. Back in towards the mid screen. Jump back to avoid another throw. 5H to pursue, but no punish coming over in the keel. The medium cricket at that range. And there it is. Heavy Asmodeus. Push on through, cross over, fade it out, spot dodge and MBKs and no punish over on Keel's end, but still maintaining on the life stick. Has to be careful as you see 2U up, Asmodeus, not quite enough to kill. We see, keep it simple. Sage that pressure, caught him out, but wasn't expecting the hit actually. No conversion over with the crooked, but what an anti-air with that 5H. Expecting the empty jump to come in and get a clutch with it. So now, Goisha for the same out. Everybody's think alike as you see, once again, punish on for your troubles with that light Asmodees. Push it onto it with the down tech. Tear it back out, what a 2-0 check 0 onto it. So still gonna be able to get toe to toe with these with these Viras. The heavy crooked still gonna be able to recover in time, but awkward spot here. No punish out with the Goisha. What a spacing trap off into it. And the active frames on the heavy Goisha as well. 5H not gonna be able to work out for MBK this time around. You see JH, push it on through. Light Goisha, doubling up into it, medium crooked. You see MBK choosing to double up onto it though. Spot dodge on the clash, ready to catch out the 5H. Another sequence out with the Goisha spend here. VD out with the 5L back tech, forced it. A bit of a bad VD, but still gonna be able to give pressure. What a trade, 6 frame over with the 7 frame. The +1, heavy crooked. And we're still looking to catch up these spot dodges with the Goisha follow-ups here. Trade onto the normal and the special. Both sides are just looking for one more. No super come out, definitely wanted it, but still gonna be able to get another chance out with that crooked conversion.
Both players are playing so carefully, and they're not even losing via like big damage. It's just small little hits that slowly add up into one of them falling over eventually.
Yeah, both sides showing great knowledge of the character. Over into the matchup as well. We've seen these -5 punishes. We've seen the spot dodge over and the 5Hs. But too far out for the punisher this time. Still pushed out to the corner. Over on Kilo's end, but he's going to be able to bust on through. Forced to use the heavy Asmodeus because of the range over with it. Pick it up the meat. Doubling up with it again. 2U up. Goisha. Checked out. Reset it back though. Tries to go for the crooked. Kilo going to be able to stuff it out. Missed on the crouch confirm here. Yet again, MBK winning out on those clash stairs. Uses the spot dodge. Reset it back. Hotel Mizago. Check it right into it. A good chunk of damage out with that input here. Medium Notoria. Respected it out and chooses to catch him out. 2H over for your troubles. Asmodeus out. Push it on through and we're going to go for the full cycle. Legitimate out. No animation needed for the down.
That was one of the most like one-sided matches, but still very even from both players.
The question is when Kilo is going to swap back to
Gran with the reaction on the Via Notoria. Paid dearly for it, but we'll see if he's going to be able to do a bit more. Pushing on the battle too. Not looking too good with him. But we see Notoria out, able to recover time off the heavy cricket. Oki push it on through, reset it back with his own. Kilo looking to find his way to get himself. 2U coming in clutch for MBK over in the Abari. Had the jump in, wasn't ready for the full conversion. Yet again, still to recover in time with it. Asmodeus, punish over for your troubles. Push it back on through, jump back, but push ever so farther into the corner. You're only a couple interactions. But the anti-air coming in clutch. Do the spend it out. Too far out. Just out the cancel link with the 5H as well. Kilo getting another chance to survive as you see. Katawaka has to go Isha to give up pressure. Just gonna do a wake up throw. The layover for each other. Safe jump, shimmy, not falling for it. Keeping out the pressure with it. No conversion off of the 2L. And we see the tech allowing MK to bust himself out. Not enough from the Asmodeus. Crossed over into it.
Nice
not
overhead.
Expecting the tick UOH. That's a quick game 2 going over to MBK.
Yep.
Yep. That was really good. Wait, what? Oh, wait, it's Winner's Finals.
Yeah, so you had a 5-8 stun, another chance. The scary here caught him out of the follow-up though. This could be what he needs to get the offense started here. 2-0 pressure, 0 onto it, but MBK remained patient with the retrap pressure. Hopping right past it, crooked, resolving past it, allowed MBK to get that jump in. Push it on through, VD Asmodeus. -4 Kilo already with the check here, but losing another turn because of that frame trap here. VD crooked out. Still keep out of the plus raise, right into the 0, but another approach. Caught him out, and the early tech. 2U in favor of Kilo, so you push it onto it. 2M. Light Asmodeus punish into it. Saving out for it, just looking for one solid hit to end it out if he can find it. There it was, but chooses to go for the reset over on the counter hit. Fake it out of the medium Goshi, tried to bait out the Notoria, but MK remained patient, allow himself to bust out with the super jump. No punish on the whiff 2H, but he's out of the corner. Still at a life deficit. I can change out with a 5H once again. Keeping it safe with it. A late match coming in clutch for MBK. Late tech over into it, shimmy up, Kilo not falling for it quite yet, still gonna have to deal with the plus 7 rock pressure, but once again, these 5Hs are coming in for Kilo, catching the forward advance, and the link into the Anagenesis.
Kilo has been very consistent with that. Very well done.
Yeah, he's gonna have to look out for the timings. Goisha's onto it in favor of MBK with the first strike, but Kilo able to get another 5U parry in. Going to the crouch. As he, the late 2-hit pressures finally caught him buckling down. Crouch confirm into it and saving out on the Asmodeus. Got all of his damage over for the mid-screen counter hit.
Nice DP.
And we see MBK finally folding on defense with the heavy Notoria. Able to work out for him, giving himself out of the corner, and now he's got his own crouching situation to work on through. Will he spend it? No, not quite, but doesn't have the Notoria to cancel into air reset. It's too obvious. I'll have a Saga for a raid. Kilo ready to check it out the second time around. Medium crooked to keep him up here. 2U up. What a counter for got the late cancel here because of the extra height from it. Allowed him to push on through with the extra damage here. Pick out into it. Heavy crooked. Just stagger it back out with the lights. Goisha to keep out the pressure here. Caught him out with the 2 counter hits and just another 5H to round it out.
All right,
Kilo
on the board.
Believe in victory. Battle.
And again, no hesitation as to go on to game 4. Uphill better for Kilo, but he still got into it though. Goisha starts to work out for it. Baited him out for it. And we see good chunk of damage. Pushed auto into the corner with the auto combo. And we see buckle it back over with it. Double it up. I'm ready for yours on wake up. Push it back in towards the mid screen. Doesn't have to go for it again here. Delay 2L mash. No conversion over with the heavy Asmodeus, but looking to bait out the Notoria this time. Jemington out. No animation for that range. Had the easy input here. And another bait, but wasn't expecting it. Tried to go for a strike though for that range here. Another catch up, but too late on the close heavy. Unfortunate stuff. Too much time to whip out it, and yet again, but too early on to give Daddy some sugar. Caught him out of the match, and he's looking for alarming, but once again, caught him with the second part here too. There's a lot of scramblers onto it. Was he pressing after the Goisha? No, spot dodge out. Was a scrambling around cut over for both heads. MBK gonna be able to recover it, put himself on set point. Another Goisha over to the round start, just as Asmodeus out here, no fear even on hit. Push on and through, no cancel out, but clipped him over with the run up low. Wasn't expecting it. Try to play on footsie. Asago after the cross up. Hard knocked out. Push it on through. Crouching counter confirmed, but wasn't confident over in the hit. Another 5H for your troubles though. Knockdown. Back out here. Gonna allow him to force him to run up forward, and then Notoria push it on through here. Trying to go for the closer way to clutch up situation, but 2L rating faster here. No animation on the Legemitan, but still a bad situation for Kilo. Back in towards the corner, but another one! 5H, he's got those run and timing.
Have been on point from Kilo.
That might be it.
Oh, he's
just
still
on
alive.
a slip. 5K damage on that. Guts saving out to him, but he's looking for a bit more chip. Heavy Goisha tries to go for the canceled it too early.
Bro, clutch.
Heartbreaker for Kilo.
So
Very
clutch.
off of MK.
Yeah.
That
Thanks.
was crazy.
So clutch.
Yeah, extremely clutch. And he had Kilo, again, very on point with every one of those 5Hs. He knew exactly.
Oh, I think I killed something. Oh boy, come on, Discord. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, it's not letting me in. No, there it is. Discord is messing up, everybody. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get everybody back to commentate. Oh, come on, man. It's not letting me in. That's nuts. Check, check. Nope, still not letting me. Weird. All right. Hold up, guys. I need to change something real quick. Kill Discord real fast.
Yo, Skype ain't never let us down before.
Okay, I murdered it and now I'm back in it? I don't get it.
Wait, what ship? You mean me and Matchstick? Or?
No, there's a 945 ship up for grabs.
Oh yeah, take it.
But I could have.
Alright, Discord's dead. Hi, YouTube. Let's try this again. Good old Skype.
Wi-Fi.
Wait a minute, I hear people again.
I hear Matchstick!
Oh, wait, he's back, he's back.
Yeah, alright, I exist. How about that shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Cryptic.
Shouts out to Baka.
Oh yeah.
Cryptic.
Alright, let me set it up so everybody can watch again.
Can I get a Hoyan?
Spiral, how the hell are you?
I'm doing
Get a Hoyan chat.
It was really weird because you just kept talking over me the entire time.
I noticed it. I didn't know what to say anything.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't. No, it's fine. It's fine. I know you didn't do it on purpose. It was just so weird because you just kept going, man. Like you were just talking like straight up. If I go below 50 words a minute, this bomb is going to explode. It's like, oh, okay, all right, well, whatever you want.
Like,
he's so assertive tonight. Just do whatever he wants.
I think, yeah,
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, but that was a
Because,
heck of a winners final. We're in a
Because
losers semi now.
Because I was wondering how long I couldn't hear you talk. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
This is weird. Normally I'd be teased a hell of a lot more, but this is weird.
Oh yeah, we're very short on the quota of gems. Gems trash. New gems.
Yeah, gems trash.
Second Jim Wake.
Get it out.
Give her a swirly. Anyway.
Pull her pants down. Throw her into the girls' locker room.
I will throw out a lawsuit.
So we do it later as we go on to loser semis. 2 out of 3. Back to it. As he GBVS stagger pressure around. Catch him out with the frozen blade frame trap. See JL respected. Same thing with the Zephyr JM. Stagger back out with the lights. Caught out of the spot dodge. Standing confirmed to the great fall. And we have just trying to bait it out with the walk back 5L. Clipped him over with the empty hop low. Push it on through. Not going to be able to cycle in the seals quite yet. We're going to have to go for a reset off with the great falls. Another knockdown. Push on through. Actually, he's going to be able to get it on through. Another go this time with the overheads. Push that through. Super scaled. So not going to be able to kill even with the Dead's Caress. So just looking with another one. And caught the whiff out throw from Battle 1.
Battle 2. Engage.
Right over in Battle 2. Walk back. Jump in. Clash into it. MadBestKiller gonna get the first strike over with that 5L low. Zephyr JM. Double overhead into the low. Clipping him out. Same thing with the 5H. Not on that one, but anti-air with the closed medium here. Walking back. Crossover. Gonna be able to push on through with the heavy Starry Sky High. Still saving out the low. Just looking for reset. And just look at the bait out. The Emerald Sword as well.
All right.
I like
Easy
how
game
he's
one
a
for Spider,
crazy
looks like.
Matera.
Senpai looking strong right now.
Crazy
Gotta be
Matera
strong.
players out here.
Gotta get on battle readiness right now, because look who his next opponent is if he wins.
Scary stuff. Something he's been seeing in a while. But that's it for GBVS, gives another chance here. Not a great start for him, but still, now RT's past it. I deal the Vombo right into it. Too far out though, but not able to recover in time out of the Starry Sky High. That's a deal with the to go over and what a delay frame trap, but what a hop over on GBVS's end here. Faded out with it. Full charge over the light wall, only got the level 2, so decent amount of damage over the knockdown, saving on the cooldowns as well. We see back to recover to clutch, push right back into the corner, seal up, single over after Zephyr JM, and just looking to stagger back out. Made it out the Blades of Frost, but what a whiff footage over on that 5L. Too late onto it. Caught him with the frame trap, and close enough to get the 5L link. What a sequence over for GBVS. Crossover coming in clutch for Spider, and able to catch out a spot dodge. Link on through with the 5M into the Starry Sky High, and that's Spider on set point.
SMRT. I mean, SMART.
Indeed here, just like that Jerry area was Spider 2H up, but no cancel going out to it as we go back in towards the neutral. Spider still gonna come from before as he gets caught out with the enchanted lance over from the range here. Try to get a bit too greedy with the close heavy meaty on the latex. Spider ready with the checkout with the lights. UOH up? No. Emerald sword, run up UOH and disrespected it out once again. -4 showing no fear. Knows he's ready to check out now for it. Another enchanted laser over for the neutral. Frozen Blade burned over as well. Meter will be on deck for both sides soon enough, so we'll see if Lisa's going to be able to find his way in. Spider's looking to be a bit more aggressive though. Air Starry, we have the seal setup, has to be careful. Push it out to the corner. Enchanted Lance going to be able to clear it out. And what an interrupt on the Great Fall before it could resolve, but another empty off low. Wasn't expecting it out.
Another empty off low!
Starry that high. No SBA needed.
All right.
Wow.
SenpaiSpyder just proved why he's such a scary Matera player.
Yep. This is where we say goodnight to Callisto. Thank you so much, Callisto, for stopping by.
GG's.
Yep. And thank you for
nice.
promoting the event as well. Big thanks, big thanks. Also,
Thanks
while
for
we're
the
paused, big
follow,
thanks
Lulu.
to G Grace Kelly for following and Lulu Shu the 6th. Thank you so much.
Lulu Shoe the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Not
All
the
right.
first, not the fifth, the 6th. I like your name.
It's the
I
number
like
of the
the
best
name.
Final Fantasy, so all right. Well, I'd say Senpai clearly has an uphill battle ahead of him, as he must now face Kilo in Losers Final.
Ooh, no. Oh no, he's back on Gran. This is ooh.
Here's trouble.
I'm ready. I want to
ready.
see.
My body
I wanna
is ready.
See the Kilo come back.
Believe in
Facts.
victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Always good to see him back on the Try and True Grand. Just like we're back on the 3-5 format for losers final from the rest of the tourney. No counter confirm over with the Rakshasa. But you see, we have fun to the Spider Spirit to you as well. Still an advantage over with Spider with all his poking. Frame trap out with the Rakshasa. Spider Spirit to the Rune Nation. Meteor regulate for a bit more zoning. Does to be careful. Looking to approach on through. Interrupt that way on the Rakshasa. Mixing it up with the Spiral Spirit cancel as well. And just looking to play it cool here for right now, maintaining on the lead. 5H to catch any sort of approach. No whiff push on the medium overdrive search and land the whole thing wrong. Even though it's hard for her to punish over with the -60. One with spear and fleeting spark. How to catch him out in a full punish. -10 allowed him to get there. 8 frame close heavy. They slowly bullying him back in towards the other corner. Flash scenario, multi-hit Spiral Spear. Active, catch it about any sort of other move. Tequila's end on that clash. Rakshasa catch it out of your full screen. Does have the level 5 power. He has to be careful. Clash out that scenario. Close heavy. Doubling up. A ton of damage. Not enough to kill. Faking it out the V. Go for the throw. Catch it out the spot dodge. And that's a down.
Battle 2.
Kilo's plot armor is a force to be reckoned with.
What a whiff on the overdrive surge. Spider getting the first strike, but getting bullied back in towards the corner. Heavy overdrive surge. Light fleeing spark. Plus onto it, but Kilo disrespecting it out with his rising sword. Still has the reversal to use over on Spider's end, but jump and respect it, allowing him to get a bit more pressure. Checking him out with that rising sword yet again. Jump in, no pressure over on the Rakshasa, and an interrupt on that power arrays. 5H out. Spider Spear crossover to get him back in towards the mid screen. Flash scenario, putting meter on deck for both sides. Light fleeing spark plus crush it out of the normal. You see 7 spears of lightning, not gonna be able to get a combo on hit. DP on for your troubles. Rakshasa tries to push through with the catastrophe, but should be able to recover in time. Please spark with the medium to push on through for the simple punish.
Hey.
Caught out of the air for battle 2.
All right, we got back and forth. This is awesome.
That's Weaver, nice skin here. Jump in, punish on the Rakshasa, push onto it. Remaining patient with the fleeing spark, doesn't want to deal with it. Faking out the power race. Early tech over on the throw, and a jump in punish on the 5H. Power race sequence 2U, super jump, trying to bait out the fleeing spark. Air arm to Bastion, not able to catch out the landing recovery, but still a significant lead over for Kilo's end as he's able to catch him out, trying to move with the crouch confirm at a 5M and the overdrive search. That's game 1 going over to Kilo.
Kilo starting out with the win.
Yeah.
It was kind of back and forth, so this could easily go in Senpai's favor.
That round 3 has me worried, though. That was quick as a wink.
Oh, yeah.
See if gonna be not ready for their cross heaven here, respecting the run up over on Gran's end. Really safe onto it yet again, but anti-air out Spiral Spear here. See Fearless Thrust. We're gonna work on through combo limit because of the auto combo in the air juggle though. pushing on through. Likely is in towards Spider's end here, early over into the round. Anti-air free troubles, no follow-up after the Spiral Spear, but still pushing him away up for the mid-screen, trying to push his way in through. Another follow-up, another one hit out with the counter hit, but Fleeing Spark onto it though. Pull us on block with the medium air Rancher wheel. Push on into it though. Spot dodge out, trade onto it. In favor of Spider, still maintaining on a likely. Anti-air free trouble, and the Astro lands for good measure. That'll be able to hit on through because of the hit stop.
Spider answering right back.
Yep.
A strong round of his own. It can easily go in either way.
You really could.
As I said before here, Spider showed no privy to it though, but what a response to the Grand Haste. Caught him over on the reset pressure, and looking to chase down the one with Spear this time before a great adaptation over for Kilo. Ready to catch out his options for him to get out of the corner. Caught out with the movement, shimmy up for your troubles even with the hit. I don't need anything else.
Kilo starting to look comfortable.
He's
starting to make some hard reads now.
And he bit back just as hard. Going right into the... What a crush onto it. Too far out to get that 2U, but what a round start going over for Kilo. Maybe he does have the confidence, as Cryptic said here. Jump in, caught out the air on the bash, and not even able to get too much from those crouching hits. And Spider's going to be able to recover back quickly. A ton of damage off into it. Looking to cycle it back and maintain out on the Mantra wheel. Rakshasa keeping it plus. Rising Sword, what a trap over for it though. And we see... Caught him out for it, spent out the Mantra wheel, and spent the Fleet Spark over the wake up here. Wall bounce for your troubles, and that should be enough to kill. Raw Tempest play just to get a bit more out, and the finish.
Yeah. I was thinking this could easily go his way, but Kilo really starting to adapt here.
Yeah.
And making this well into his favor.
He made one adjustment just to beat all that. Just one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Getting crossover around the 5Ms. Fire Spear into the Runation. Looking for a bit more chip. Crossover, no punish, but still able to keep up pressure. What an anti-air. Medium overdrive search after they close
Good
heavy.
lord.
Good trade damage pushed on into it, but catch the approach with the Spiral Spear. Keeping him out with that wall. Anti-air over your troubles. Mantra to get a bit more, and too far out to get that 2H. Nice try over with that conversion, but that's allowing Kilo to force his way in through. Catching out the spot dodge with the throw, and pushing him into the corner with another one. Safe jump, not ready to call it out with the Fleeing Spark, or too afraid to, but not afraid to mash out into a Spiral Spear. Not choosing to go for it though, but crept out of the 5H attempt just a bit too slow. Overdrive search, able to catch him out before it can resolve, and that's Kilo putting himself on set point.
Yep.
Spider's gonna need to do something. He's gonna have to make some type of change. Throw Kilo off right now.
Work on through 2U around the clash here, not ready for the crouch confirm. Air on the Bastion, but no light confirm over Vakila. Still keeping up the pressure. Crossover, getting himself out of the corner with that jump back as well. And with punishing out Spiral Spear, that's a ton of damage over for that starter. Mantra wheel. Doubling it up, but missing on the close medium link. 2U up for the neutral. Fleeing Spark to beat out the safe jump this time around. Ready out. Rock Saucer for the basic grab. Spiral Spear. Will he spend out the Astro Lance? Mantra wheel. Combo limit though. Doesn't even get the opportunity to do with those two cancels. Rock Shasta still keeping out steady. And the media one to catch out the crossover.
Senpai showing some lead. Not ready to go down without a fight.
Good delay. Yep. Just gotta do it one more time. Take it to the next level.
See, Spider Spear tries to get cheeky with the UH round start. But Spider ready to catch him out. What a whiff onto it. Able to get the follow-up over with the non-counter confirm. Push it out to the corner. 2 interactions already pushed onto it yet again. Another throw with no Fleeing Spark. This is scary. Anti-air for your troubles. Overdrive surge. Getting the side swap. Rising Sword pushing him into the mid-screen. But the damage has been done here.
Oh
Lights out
my
to him,
goodness.
and 5H coming, catching the jump back JL.
And that is gonna be Kilo with the 3-0.
Yeah,
Just looking
that's
like
Kilo.
a freight train through that whole matchup.
Even that last round, the last one wasn't Kilo making like a hard read. He was just ready for every situation. Like when he had Spider in the corner there, he backed off like he wanted to shimmy. But when his Spider jumped, he still was ready for that 2H afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the adjustment he made. He was like, oh, I see what you're doing now. Let me just, back up just 2 seconds and, let me get that. Let me hit that right quick. I was like,
See, a lot of people aren't aware of backing off, giving up pressure, just to let the other person make the mistake for you.
All right.
And Kilo shows just how effective that can really be.
And Kilo now tries to take back his winner's side position here in Grand Finals versus the man who put him in losers in the first place,
And
MBK.
Basaraga.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
you
did
guys
play
are who?
Basaraga for a long time.
Kilo? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. I remember that phase.
The phase.
I wouldn't even call that a face. I called Narmaya a face for Kilo.
Yeah.
That was a face.
Alright, back into it. Good start over by Kilo, but MBK looking to push on through, but Towns of Fear caught out with the Notori, ready out for the day. Plus frames out with the Crooked, too far out with it, crept over with the 2U. Extinctions out, no whip push onto it. We see March off the side of Rampage, anti-air with the Rising Slash, not able to catch out the spot dodge. But GBVS here, pressure with the VD of Extinction. Meter is on deck, so could be able to call it out though. What a jump in. Oh, what a mash over by Kilo's end. No
Yoicks.
animation here.
Kilo looks like he still remembers his boss stuff. Like he looks like a real boss player out here.
He has the Soul Forge on deck, spent it out with the medium battalions, but still looking for a Vira chip. Reset it back over on the hit, looking for the counter conversion this time over on MBK's end. Push out to the corner, has to be careful. 2M, Alderon though has the Soul Forge back up if he wants to try and bully it out. MBK does have the Goisha to use if need be. But he's looking to slowly push it back into the corner. Hold counter hit. Wall bounce off of the air here. Look at the damage. Close medium into the bloody mood.
That's a lot of damage.
If it's not 7k, it's a little bit less than that. Look at the life bar deplete. Putting him into one more interaction. Has the Gran to use as a grapple if need be, but chooses to space him out with the meaty. Disrespected the negative frames off of the JU with the Notorious. Standing back out. Crept over with the frame trap. Wasn't expecting the standing conversion. Heavy out and ready to catch up the Soul Forge. What an interrupt out. Push on through and wasn't able to get it in time, so no defensive option to use. Light Extinction to space it out. Looking out for the heavy. Anti-air with the 5H. Denied out with it. No counter confirmed with that 5M off of the 2L. But still maintaining the likely that could change out. But the fuzzy mash coming in clutch on that empty jump.
All right, Kilo takes game one.
Of MBK. With Vasarada.
Sounds if you're interrupting out the DU. Savage Rampage pushing on through. 2 hits of armor. Had the Goisha and then the Toria to prep it out. Great erase over by MBK, allowing him to push him back in towards the corner. Ready for the crouch confirm out this time. Saving on the Asmodeus cooldown though. Medium out for the crouch confirm. Standard back out. Ready to 2 up too far out, but not able to get the full auto combo chain. Unfortunate stuff over for Kilo. Is going to look to get himself out, but Towns if he interrupted out. Same thing into it. No counter hit conversion off with the Savage Rampage. Too high up to get that 5H out. Same thing with that Asmodeus. No clean hit. And all these hits, not gonna be able to get anything out. Soul Forge interrupted out before it could resolve. Gonna let you have it 10. Gonna be able to get it out this time around. Alright, he's looking to put himself onto the board here. Sweeping slash, not gonna be able to reserve out another catch, but this time Kilo did get the Soul Forge if he wants to try and push on through. Maybe with the 5U or the Savage Rampage here. Has to deal with the Oki onto it. Tick throw off of the lights. Safe jump out, standing back over to the 2M. There it was, but no standing. Plus over on the whiff though. MBK not ready to check him out afterwards, but still maintaining corner pressure. 2U's out from both sides. Whiff out, 5L stuffed over with it. Crooked to keep up the space control. Instinction for the save. What a trade. Kilo looking for that on the Goisha. Has the Soul Forge. Has to be careful with it too. Flash scenario, catching out the spot dodge, and a link over into the battalions with that counter hit. Push on through. Trade onto it though as we go back in towards the full screen. Heavy Crooked for a bit more chip. Same thing with the Goisha, but Kilo ready to push on through with the Soul Forge into the Rising Slash. Back in 4. 5H. Just looking to grab him out and not expecting the 2U after the run. What a rage on that sweep. And the Asmodeus to tie it up 1-1.
And no rest. No rest. Back in it.
Indeed, to go right into it though, try to go for the whiff punish or tries to go for the Asmodeus combo, but too high up after the counter hit. Ready for the crouch confirm, but just a little bit too late on the Crooked call. What a crouching counter hit over on MBK's end. Maintaining out pressure with it. Mash onto the Vasago, not gonna be able to get too much over the 2Ls, but caught the 2M right into it. Full hold onto it and too late onto it. Caught him standing off of that battalion. Burned out, Soul Forge safely obtained, but gonna have to hold out a bit more pressure. As I say that, not ready for these crouching confirms on the Savage Rampage marches, but still able to get a decent trigger damage from the following sequence out. But Towns of Fear close enough to get that link over with the 5H. That's looking like his there. Push on through, Rising Slash could have blocked in time, but wasn't expecting the whiff as well. And this could be what MBK needs. True block string out, crept him out, and another reset on the hit. Those heavy and Genesis. With the animation.
These matches are close, but MBK is getting these big confirms, so this could easily, fall in MBK's favor.
But Kilo is also not bringing out Gran yet.
Exactly, so Kilo will have options after this match.
Yeah, he'll see if he's gonna choose to. Already into it. Checked over with the 5H out. 2L. Check it out. The 2F. Yeah, let her get away with that. But still keeping up pressure regardless. 2M out. Whip onto both sides. Keel's still stuck into the corner though. But allowed to get himself the Soul Forge. Shoe block string over with that sweeping slash. MBK not looking to go back with the reversal though. 2 U's out over for Kilo Z. Light Battalion. So no Soul Forge on deck with that one. What a mash over that jump in. Just choosing to push back mid-screen with the medium extinction cancel. You see fireballs clashing, jump ins for both sides here. Gonna be able to get the crushing strike, but too low to the ground to get that 2U. That would have been it if he was able to get it. But Kilo still giving him another chance. MBK looking to cash out early with it. Will he be able to get animation? Yes, he will. Push on through.
I am surprised that guy animation. That was OD far.
Dude, maybe too much. Okay, what a check over for Kilo
Oh,
here.
he couldn't get away in time.
Stop. Caught him with that high hitbox. Jump in, work it out for him. Risk score on Keel's end, but he's able to work out, catching out the fuzzy jump. Soul Forge on deck with it, sweeping slash, not gripping out with the low. Too far with the 5M, jump in, lock down with the crooked, plus on into it, and the crouch confirmed. Hit the medium as Bodhi's. Push it on, dude. And ready to catch out the Soul Forge. Too far for the 5H. Yeah, great awareness here, just choosing the immediate out with the medium Victoria to keep up the plus frame. Same thing out with the 2F. We're crept over with the 5L. No. Counter confirm over my Kilo's end. Pushing on through spot dodge. Looking to take back the turn. Reset it back. Plus, and the conversion into Legevita. No animation, but still a bad situation. Empty jump. Heavy extinction. And way too slow on that 5H. Unfortunate stuff over on Kilo. Trying to get him out in between that 5H.
MBK brings it to
Kilo's
2-1.
sticking with it.
Yeah, Kilo's going down swinging on Vaz, or winning with Vaz. We still don't know, really.
Yeah, trying to game 4. Anti-air for your troubles. Too far out, so got the rising slash. Already look at the damage, though. Just a couple interactions here, and a full weight. Choosing to play it patient over. Back throw, put it to the corner.
Forward throw now.
Yeah. Just a safe jump out, delay, mash over Keels at this time. Fear over defense, and one time he finally goes for the grid off throw. MBK ready to jump back, but not too much of a punch. Able to catch him out of the Soul Forge, so no armor is on deck. Caught him out trying to move. Has to spin out the Asmodeus after the medium crooked follow up. Too far out. Still remaining plus unblock. Full auto combo. No medium inventory cancel. Not trying to test out his reactions this time around. We see Soul Forge ready to catch him out, but too late on the cancel with the Goetia. Stabs it back into the throat. What an early tech, and push it on through with the Savage Rampage. It sinks you for a bit more chip. Once again, has to be careful here. Looking out for the chips in the area, and there it was. Parry over the dash up. What a dash out for MBK.
Oh! MBK had a literal piece of string for life, and he managed to come back.
Oh, well, hard bait up, but you know, catch out. Unfortunate charge. Tried to go forward over with the normal, but the charge coming in and giving the battalions allowed MBK to push him out, push over into the corner. It's gonna be the worst nightmare. No, Vasago, Kilo showing no fear. I'm ready to check any throw attempt you got for me. Not checking into it though. Battalions of Fear crept over into it and still gonna be able to link on through with the ally Asmodeus. One solid hit from MBK could be it here. Let's see, crouching counter confirmed. Has the Goetia. Heavy crooked, close heavy.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna do it, isn't it?
Yeah, onto the sliver. Should be more than enough of that minimum damage. And that's it. 3-1 in favor of MBK.
MBK doing what a lot of us thought was not possible, taking Kilo out in grand finals.
Oh yeah. Well,
You know.
both players. And I respect
keep
Kilo
saying-
for staying on Vasaraga.
Yeah.
I do. By the way, Master, why are you saying Vaz?
Vaz.
Because it's not a vase.
Yeah, they pronounce it Vasaraga.
Vaz.
Vaz. Yeah, Vasaraga.
What's the problem?
I don't know.
I don't know. Gem being gem as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's saying Vaz.
Yeah,
What's
Vaz.
the problem with that?
Not even
You know,
Vaz.
Gem, you're talking a lot about Matchstick saying Vaz. Why are you saying anything at all? No, I'm gotta be.
Let's
Oh,
see
gotta
that
be.
in
I'm not
instant
gonna
replay.
Gotta be there, guys.
Thanks, Spyro, for
that
always
one was mean.
supporting me.
I love God had the perfect emote for that.
See, Spyro's always my hero. He's always on my side. I don't.
He's
get
your hero
mad at
Z.
it.
I like reporter murder.
Mushy Mushy, I would like to report a murder.
A
I
motor?
need like
A motor?
Murder. Oh, I'm sorry. You're looking for the motor vehicles. Thank you very much.
It's like, sir,
need
the
an
officer, there's a
no.
running Ford on the side of the road.
I need like 3 ambulances. Yeah, thank you, sir.
I don't know why I need 3 of them. I mean, I only roasted you 1 good time.
Yeah, you don't. You don't remember in Bleach? Yeah, I need 5 ambulances. And you're like, why did you? You don't remember that in Bleach when he needs 5 ambulances?
Yeah. He beats up the punks under the bridge to save Chad from getting his like ass cut up or something.
Yeah. And that was definitely not a race crime. It actually wasn't. I think they just didn't like him.
Well, yeah, because Sato was actually like Japanese, right? It's just that his grandpa was from Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
I think that's accurate. But yeah,
I know that I knew that he had a
Spanish.
he had a Spanish family member, but I don't remember much else.
I'm pretty sure it was his abuelo.
Yeah. And that whole thing only mattered in one arc.
Yeah, because it was all.
Arc.
It's like I need to get that. I need to get that medallion back.
Otherwise, I don't have my powers.
Otherwise, I'd be disrespecting my abuelo.
Yeah. Can we talk about how Chad had 1 arc in the entire series, and that arc was
That's all he.
garbage?
That's all he needed. That's all we had time for.
That arc was garbage. The Fullbringer arc was absolutely the worst thing to ever happen. Anyway. So.
Anyway.
There were several arcs that were questionable in Bleach. Several.
Mainly, they all came after Aizen, but you know.
Yeah, nobody likes the full brings.
Yeah.
As
Fullbring arc literally wouldn't have happened if Ichigo had any amount of powers.
Yeah, it was kind of weird how like they ended like the first one because it's like, oh, he can never get his powers back now. I'm like, what?
And then they just give him back his powers.
All right. Before we go walking down a bad road, I think we should look at the final results.
We don't talk about Fullbring.
We don't talk about Fullbring here.
No, we don't talk about Fullbring.
By the way, folks, while we are wrapping up, if you have not hit up the Matcherino yet, please go ahead and do so. There are plenty of free sponsor quests that you can do. If you have an iPhone, there's like a little text app you can load onto it and then immediately delete it. That'll drop $2 into the pot. Also, subscribing to Cryptic Hints puts $1 in there. There's also T-Bola and Power A and Lucid Sound. You know, all the classics. If you haven't done it, go ahead and do it. If you've already done it, undo it and then do it again next time. Yeah,
don't forget about the Avenue.
But yeah, still time while we're wrapping up. So let's go check out the final results here. There are none. You're all fools of the highest caliber.
I see.
The winner is the Void.
The winner is
Void
me.
This is all.
I made you look. Anyway, top of the heat tonight, we have MBK not dropping a set. Belial doing Belial carrying him through all the.
It's okay, we can get that out.
Yeah, just the one. Just the one. MBK 5-0 though. Well done. Our boy Kilo going 3-2 tonight. Gets second place. Only losses suffered to MBK. Then we got SenpaiSpyder, who had to play 7 matches tonight. That's rough, buddy. Ended up going 5-2 for third place. BGCallisto coming through with a top 4 finish, 3-2 there. Then Fuselit tying for 5th with Alderon Wolfbane. Then we got Coudro and Prada. Prada makes top 8 again, and Coudro makes top 8.
You know, Prada has been consistently making top 8s.
So every time he doesn't, we have to give him so much crap.
Oh, unbelievably.
So much.
Understandable, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of have it in my mind if I don't get top 8, I didn't perform where I should have.
No, you're right.
100%, yeah.
All right, moving on to the 9th places. We've got Cast, Blazing Charmeleon. I almost said Blazing Chicken. I don't know why.
That chicken be chicken.
Blazing Charmeleon, MasterChipMonk and Lord Cruxus, whatever. Sorry, Cruxus. All sharing ninth place. Then we got MFahim, Intimidating, and JD coming in somewhat late. It's 0-2 crew. We must be near the end at least.
0-2.
I think that's it.
We're real heroes of the bracket.
Exactly.
Woo!
Woo! But that's it. We made it, everybody.
Can I give one shout out to something really quick?
Please.
I want to give a shout out to the 3 homies all right next to each other on the bracket.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
Prada and Chip all straight on.
The
Congrats
Tien,
to the
Yamcha,
homies,
and Chen.
They all went out together.
The
They all
One of us go out,
and
we all
jumped
go out.
Yeah.
But I'm sad because I had to kill the homie.
The Chaozu, Yamcha, and Tien Shinhan of the bracket.
Chip got to fight both of the homies.
Dang! And y'all both took it out! That's actually crazy!
Woof. Whoa! Sudden huge last minute surge in Matcherino. We are now up to $60. Thank you, 3 Frame Jad, for the 40 donation.
Thank you.
Wow.
Did you guys know that aside from Matchstick, that 3 Frame Jab has the biggest penis ever? By far, just by adding to the pot like that, it's just proof.
It would be in proportion. The man's like 7'8".
Wow.
I see.
Makes sense.
I'm in the wrong room.
It's still not as big as that.
I'm in the wrong room. What room is this? I'm in the wrong room.
Probably.
Is he really 7'8"? No. But see, that means that I chose just the right height where you're like,
Really?
Is he
basketball player?
Bet like it was ridiculous, but not too far fetched to be outside the realm of human possibility.
Exactly.
Oh, so you're just an inch shorter than my brother. Okay. Basketball.
Wow. Man, when somebody tries to win a conversation, am I right?
I know, right? You ever have an A and B conversation and then C comes storming and go, yeah, but I win.
No,
I just got a promotion. Bro, me too. Let's go out for drinks. Yeah, well, I just made $1 million on Bitcoin.
I made an astute observation.
I got Twizzlers.
I got out of NFTs before the market crashed.
I got a rock.
Rhoda said that they won. They won the conversation. They stood out so much. They decided to give him a rock.
Yep.
All I did was make an observation, and I'll take it to the like, yo, that girl is
used to this.
Yeah.
What?
Jem, last night you literally went to bed.
God. Now she's acting like she's the victim here.
She really went to bed last night going like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow so you can all make fun of me. And I'm like, all right.
All right.
Yeah, that's
you knew what was going on.
That is exactly what I said.
It's 95% verbatim.
Yeah.
All right. But we have reached the end of our tournament evening. I gotta thank my, quite honestly, it's a little hefty commentary crew over here.
5 people in the booth.
I can't get one person for some nights, and here I sit on 5 regularly on Thursdays.
See, you get one person. You know we have one person on Wednesday.
You know what that shows? When you got 5 commentators in the booth, that just shows how dead this game is. Am I right?
Oh yeah, dead game,
so
everyone.
Dead.
I'm
surprised you're here.
Dead. That so many people just love this game to death. Completely so dead game.
Yeah, it's amazingly dead. I don't understand how it's still alive.
It's a Jogo Muerte for your. Anyway. But yeah, big thanks to Cryptic, Prada, Gem, and Spiral for being here tonight and helping out once again. Thank you to all the competitors for taking time out of what I'm sure are your busy weeks and your training schedules for the upcoming majors to swing by and give the channel a little bit of entertainment to do.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I was already gonna lose.
Okay.
What would you be without me?
Happy?
Hello, police. I would like to report another murder. Yes. Yes, I'll hold.
Yeah.
It wasn't a murder. It was a suicide.
Same location. Yes, officer. One body literally on top of the other.
Right on top of each other.
The thing is, Cryptic started out mean this evening. I don't.
I have been
true,
so.
Cryptic.
I'm more mean today than I usually am.
Cryptic
I
wandered
guess
in and chose violence. Toxic. Bisu, you of all Pete never.
Oh my God. Beats you. You won't even turn. Ah! No, I can't.
So good. So good. So good. All right.
Roasted Gem back like 30 years of her life.
I'm not even that old yet.
Yes, you are.
That's why I said like 30. It's an approximation.
But anyway, thank you to everybody out there who watched. Thank you for the folks who stayed around after the big raid by Mark Eno TV. That was very much appreciated. Big thanks once again to everyone who followed tonight. Let's take a quick rundown. Let's see. Sundance, Yoshi, Kuni, Kaito. Those were actually yesterday. Metroid Hero X. Still appreciated, but yesterday. My favorite name out of that whole batch, though, Aminusk.
Oh, yeah. Ami is going to be showing up in Gran Blue very soon.
Oh, nice.
He's a new player, and he's starting to get into it.
We'll be happy to have them. But tonight we have
Maya.
Oh, yeah. But tonight we have
Oh.
Blazing Charmeleon to thank, Lord Cruxus, Mark Eno TV, Corellison, Rig Veda, Magnum Gear. Okay, that's a pretty good name, too. That's right up there with, like, Max Power.
Yeah,
right. Mark Eno did actually follow, so thank you. Abel Mello, thank you. G. Grace Kelly, Lulu Shu the 6th. Thank you. Lulu Shu the 6th. Got it from me. And just now, Da Infamous.
Yo, can I be honest? Lulu Shuvi might be my favorite name of that entire bunch. And it's so much fun to say. Lulu Shuvi. I can say
Is
that
it V? I thought it was 6.
It could be 6, but I'm calling it Lulu Shuvi.
Okay.
You know what's funny, Cryptic? Every time you say it, I just think of the one time Chow had that one moment.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for supporting Matchstick Melee. Very much appreciate the follows. If you really enjoy what we're doing here, you can always subscribe. Lemony Lime, subscribe with Prime. And yeah, thank you. And of course, feel free to follow the rest of the folks here. They've all got Twitches of their own.
Don't follow me. I'm very toxic, apparently.
That's right. Subscribe.
Follow
that way,
me.
more money goes into the match arena.
Follow me.
And of course, you can always follow us on Twitter. We do all of our tournament announcements there. Right now, we're on a regular schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday for Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, and Gran Blue, respectively. And of course, if you ever want to catch these VODs in full 1080p 60 in appreciable high def, you can head over to the YouTube channel of the same name, where you can, drop a like, maybe leave a comment, or subscribe if you're feeling really froggy about it.
Smash that like. Okay, I'm not gonna
Hit the
Bow! Bring it!
But until then, this is our last event for the week. We'll catch everybody Monday for Street Fighter, and we've got some interesting stuff coming down the pipe. I had a really cool meeting this afternoon, which might spell out some good stuff in the near future for MSM and possibly the rest of the stuff. Something I might need to talk to Callisto about if he's still wandering around. Anywho, you all have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. And hey, just thank you for being yourselves here tonight on Matchstick Melee. You all have a great day.
Happy Mother's Day!
Yeah. Oh, and treat your mother well this weekend. Don't forget. Don't forget. Okay.
Be nice to your mother.
Be nice to your mom. Bye, everybody.
Done.